Hello?
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 Howdy.
Holy crap, is that Kendra?
It is.
Kendra's here, guys. Okay. And Tori's here.
Whoop,
Whoop, whoop.
Yay!
Hey, we're both
We're,
here.
we're all here.
Both of my personas are here.
What's a party
I-
here, man? That's all I know. All right. Hello, everyone. Hey, what's that? Did you bring me Reese's?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll just take the Reese's. Thank you.
This is as good as sex.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Reese's are good. Who knew?
The squat pumps here, guys.
Hi, everyone.
And Jeff's here. Hey, Mushel, Bud Light, Squat, Stampy Girl, Sheena, Boudica. Hello, Frank. Hi, Donna. Donna, I got your email. I think that has actually happened already. Lori, hello.
Tori is Tori and Kendra is Kendra, Ed. It's very clear.
But
I thought you guys were.
they said that you're me or I'm you.
I know, but that's just answering his question.
But Kendra was also AI. Who was AI? Wait, someone was
Me?
AI.
Me.
Thought we all were.
I was
Oh.
AI. When they said,
Oh,
they
you know-
said that Lisa and I were
Robbie-
fighting.
Yeah, and you know what? You know
they
who
said
I
that
am?
was AI.
You know who I am? I'm
Oh,
my
God.
Mom. Yes, you are.
I'm my mom.
Okay.
I'm
that
my
new?
aunt, Patricia. I'm all kinds of people. Dang it, pick one. Am I Lisa Weeks? Am I Lisa Repulsi? Am I the Walrus? Who am I? Who am I? Who I am. It's who I am. That's actually a song, guys, in case you don't know it. So yeah, I'm all kinds of people. I do all kinds of things. And yeah, by the way, Kendra, who's your favorite aunt?
My favorite aunt is my Aunt Joni.
Oh, Joan, right? So that
Yeah.
would be Joan with my maiden name. Would that be correct?
That would be correct.
That would be correct. Okay.
I
So
think they say it's Rapuzza.
Repulsi, Rapuzza, some kind
Right.
of crap they don't seem to understand. And
Right.
and this would be someone named like members of a jury, right? So I'm this person, I'm that person. Apparently there's a family tree of aliases I seem to have. But Kendra, you and I are cousins. We're family, so you're in my family tree, right?
Yes.
So I guess that means I'm you or you're me,
Oh, I guess that could be, huh?
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
it
Yeah.
could be.
Yeah.
So does that mean that Germ is Dominic and Charity and all those brothers and sisters over there, Joshua? You know what I mean? Like, does that mean that he's them? Are those his aliases too?
Perhaps. I don't know.
Do y'all
I guess
have
if that's
like?
how it goes. I don't
You know
know.
what's funny, Mrs. Tom? I used to get told that all the time growing up. Let down your hair. that was a joke. That was a growing up joke. Rapunzel. Anyway, so yeah, so we got all these aliases now, and I'm my mother. I'm my dead aunt. My mother's passed away too, by the way. Isn't it confusing, Christine? It's confusing. I'm talking about the Facebook post by someone named Members of a Jury. Who's already like they're a little late in the game because somebody already did this again once before, but now I am these people apparently, and I'm like, wow, that's kind of funny. But I'm like, all right, no problem whatsoever. I'm laughing it off, and then so there was a couple posts mentioning my name by this person. So obviously this person's obsessed with me. Wouldn't you say so? I think so. I think this person is absolutely obsessed with me.
I'm obsessed with you, sexually.
Well,
Um,
I don't understand why. I guess I don't understand.
mhm.
I didn't know that we could just be each other's names.
I know. It's crazy, right?
Yeah,
Tori,
that's
can I
new.
be you?
No.
See, shit.
She's not participating.
Yeah, well, apparently we fight all the time too. That's right. She's a bitch. I shouldn't have said shit. I should have
Right.
said you're a
We
bitch.
don't get along. Why would you want to be me?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
So
just
I don't know.
trying
Oh,
to
look,
be
we
like-
all have our witches hats on. Fabulous. I love it.
Well, that's because we all be bitches, babe.
Right? I guess, man. Gotta love Facebook. The mentality on there is absolutely amazing. And so we know that they could read, right? But obviously they can't comprehend what they read. So this members of a jury, I guess I'm not a concert promoter either. I've never worked.
Wait a minute. Yes, you are.
What?
Yes, huh? Because you've done that for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I can prove it.
Yes. So can I. So now, but hold up. So I'm going to discuss something. So this moron finds an article on a show that was done back in, like, I don't know, 2000, was it 98 or something? I don't know, somewhere along the way. I don't know. It sat around in a courtroom for like 5-6 years, right? So there was a show that took place, and you guys know that there's like YouTube wars, obviously, right?
There is? Oh,
what?
I didn't know there was YouTube wars.
Yeah, YouTube wars, TikTok wars, whatever kind of war, storage wars, you know what I mean? There's all kinds of wars in industries, right? So I go to do a show in Vegas, and somebody out there freaks out, like, who the fuck is this chick coming to do a show? Blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, it was just like a one-off event, no big deal, right? But this guy lost his crap, right? So this show was set up. We had radio sponsorship, the whole 9 yards. And what happened was the DJ to the radio station, who had been on vacation, right, comes back, and he's buddies with this other promoter, right? So he happens to be, on the day of my show, he happens to be live on the air, right? So he starts trashing my show, saying that nobody's there and all this crap, and it's flop stock and whatever. And yes, that was a word. So that part of the article is true. He actually did say that online. So I'm in my trailer, and somebody comes in and he goes, "Did you hear what the radio station's doing?" And I'm like, "No, what?" And he goes, "They're telling everybody that nobody's here and this place sucks and not to go to the event and everything." He goes, "It's almost like he was doing it on purpose." I'm like, "Are you serious?" I go, "Get me the number to the radio station." So I'm sitting there with a recorder, and I call up acting like I'm just a regular, viewer or listener to the radio station. And I'm like, "Hey," "what's going on with that show? You said it sucks or whatever." I was getting ready to get in my car and go. He's, "Oh man, don't go." He gave me every reason under the sun not to go to my own show. And I got a group of people sitting around listening to me and watching this guy really burn himself. And I'm like, "Okay, cool." I'm like, "Well, thanks a lot. Thank you. Cool." Whatever. Got off the phone. Next thing you know, the show was there. It was over. The show was fine. It was over and whatnot. And that Monday morning, I turned around and I grabbed a lawyer. And I said, "This is what happened. This is what's going on. I want that guy fucking fired." Okay? Guy got fired, number one. And I won the lawsuit. Why? Because the radio station was my sponsor. Idiot did not know that the station sponsored my show. Had no clue he was going to lose his job for what he did. Yes, there was an article about it. Did you read the whole thing? I don't know. I don't know what you did, but there you go. That's an event. That's something that has happened.
So that right there proves you have been a concert promoter, does it not?
Oh yes, sure does. Sure does. Anybody like the band Love Hate? Remember that song, Blackout in the Red Room? Blackout in the Red Room. You ever remember that song? Or like Gene Loves Jezebel, or who else played that show? There was like 5 bands. But yeah, this is a show.
Why are they mad about this court case from 20 years ago?
I don't even know why they're mad about it. They're trying to make it look like I did something wrong or something. I'm like, "Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for, putting that out there," which is already out there. Obviously, there's an article out there. As a matter of fact, Kendra, with all the bullshit they're trying to pull and trying to search all these names that they think are mine or is mine, is not mine, whatever. I'm waiting, because that right there is something that's just been sitting there. I can look it up and find it right there. Trust me. I searched and I said, "Well, what are they going to say?" And I started laughing about all these leases and where they are, like in Hollywood or this one or that one. I'm like, she's telling everybody I live in Port St. Lucie. Wrong. I live in Los Angeles. Wrong. I live in Daytona. Wrong. And I'm sitting there like, wow, man, these people definitely don't listen. Okay. Don't comprehend anything that they do read. And I'm like, this is hilarious. I'm like, "Kendra, you've got to hear this crap. They think I'm my mother. They think I'm my aunt." I'm like, this is insane. So you got a kick out of that today. And
You're welcome. I'm just commenting on the comments.
Ray Bone Crusher is here. I see you. Hello, Ray. Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out, everybody has a family tree, jackass. Go find one. You know what I mean? Everybody. If you're going to try to accuse everybody in my family tree, which funny, Kendra, they didn't even mention you.
Yeah, well, I'm lost and on my own tree.
You're as close to, as anybody can get to my family tree.
Oh my God.
You've been everywhere, girlfriend. Well, you know what? I am.
Is it a crime to like live in different places?
Yeah, I'm of a certain age. I've traveled a lot. I've done a lot of shows in a lot of different places. And yeah, I've been in the industry since I was 17 years old. So it's a lot of years, a lot of fun, a lot of good times had. And I don't know what else to tell you guys. I don't have a rap sheet. Get over it, because that's all you can get to probably try and ruin me. And I don't have one.
Rap sheet? How much you have?
So, they can try all they want. Go find all the fun stuff you want. I don't care, because I'll just come on here and tell it like it is. I've told everybody about it. What? There's been thousands of shows. There's been hundreds of, good things that you want to know about a Naughty by Nature show I did where there was a knife fight. You want to know about that? I guess it was my fault that there was a knife fight too, but whatever. There was a knife fight. Yep. First and last rap show I ever did. Yeah. So, I mean.
Oh, them rappers, man. They cause a lot of stress.
They can be. Yeah.
Well, look at Diddy. Look at Diddy.
Look at Diddy. Diddy dum dops. Yeah. But anyway. So, yeah. And then speaking of music, okay. There's this girl who is trying to stay relevant among the germ family, right? And she pops up. She actually, she showed up stalking him, actually following him to his event. Next thing you know, she works for him. This lady looks way old, and there's nothing wrong with being old, but she's calling me old, and this woman looks way older than me. Okay, way older than me. She's calling me fat. And I'm thinking, girl, you got a mirror? What is wrong with you people? And I'm like, she's like, she's just nasty. And then she's sitting here trying to say stuff about me. She makes up some song, right? And I'm like, oh, listen to this shit. She's calling me a grifter. She's saying I'm like, basically, I'm a bad person and I'm stealing money and all this crap. Meanwhile, she's grifted off Hales for I don't even know how long. And being that Hales grifts off his own fans, she's done the same damn thing. And he's paid her to do it. And she's one that gets paid to do her dirty work. Now, his dirty work. So she decides to put out this song about me. I'm getting emails. Thank you guys, by the way. I love the fact that you guys try to let me know everything that's going on. But I got so many emails about this song. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay. So I listen to it. And I'm like, oh, my God, you've got to be kidding me. And this is like the home wrecker that's literally like hanging out with another YouTuber that's buddies there while he's cheating on his wife. And she's the one doing it. Maybe because that's all she can get. I don't know. But, this chick's got balls. And then she turns around and tries to put up something after the fact because it was recorded.
They should really follow some of the celebrity drama because it's way more juicy than this bullshit.
Right? Exactly. So, but this chick, literally, and somebody actually created this for me. And this actually makes her look even better looking than what she really is. So, this is like, kid game kind of crap, and it's just kind of funny to me how she does this. But this is obviously the one who made the song about me, right? And I'm just like, what, have fun with that crap. She's trying to stay relevant, completely stay relevant. And this is what she does. She attacked Thomas Collins, and she's gone after him. I just don't think she does a really good job, But after the fact, she's trying to say this is fictionary. It's only coincidental that it might be towards someone. No, bitch, damn well you made that song and tried to point it at me. So that's okay. It's recorded, and it was recorded before you even put that up there. So yeah. So you're a little, a disclaimer thing after the fact doesn't work. But anyway, that's okay. So yes, I saw it, guys. Thank you very much. It's hilarious that someone that looks and is. I don't even know if she is older than me. I just know she looks older than me. And thank you, Sally. Thank you for your super chat for your car, Lisa. That's funny. But anyway,
everyone needs to calm down.
Yeah,
They're
thank you
getting
for
too
your
amped
99
up.
super chat. And Mo, chicken head boogie drop today. What? Chicken head boogie drop today. What does that mean? Am I missing something? Mo, Silverheart, hello. Hey, Bonnie. Trailer Tramp. Yeah, so anyway, yes, I saw it, guys. Thank you very much for having my back. Thank you for sending it to me. It was pretty dang funny. Yes. Pickles, yes. So what else has been? So much crap is going on, man. A whole bunch of crap. So, but we knocked those two things out right there. You got the flipping bitch, and then you got a member of a I don't know, crack gang or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, what are you doing? How you doing, Kendra?
I'm doing okay.
I'm sure everybody wants to know how you've been.
Well, I have good days and bad days. I lose my voice a lot now. It's just a side effect of my medicine. So yay that.
All right.
But
I just went into a coughing fit.
I had an emergency with my my bag from Tori. I have to ask her about fixing something.
Uh-oh.
So on the strap that goes over my shoulder, where you've sewn, because I can see like the thread, and then I think you melt it into the leather a little bit. It's like, but it really sinks in there because I found another one just a few inches down from it. One of them has popped out a little bit, and it's fucking sharp, and it scratched me. And I was gonna cut it off, and I'm like, I don't think I can, because then it'll undo the thread. I mean, and it's just the teensiest little thing picking out, and I'm like, what do I do? Can I sand it? Do I remelt it?
Yeah. Do you have a thread zapper by chance?
No, I don't.
No, you didn't, Bud Light. Stop it. You're lying.
If something like that would work.
Mother birds.
I'm trying to smoosh it back in there with some pokey thing. I'm like,
do you have a?
Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Kendra, everybody's trying to join your OnlyFans page that you don't have.
Well, just don't worry about that. We're worrying about my bag strap right now.
Okay, well, whatever.
Yes, it can be done.
So I can use like my little pokey thing and try and just push it back in, and that should be safe.
Or if you can heat something and pokey it, it'll melt it in there.
Oh, okay. Yes, I can do that. Okay, I'm going to do that. I know it's just a quick little fix. But I stressed out. I was like, what the heck was that?
I don't know what you're talking about, Vanessa.
I know. She's a horrible promoter of my OnlyFans page, let's just say. For the greatness that she is, she sucks at doing that for me.
Yeah, like I'm going to promote an OnlyFans page for you.
Oh, Lisa.
You just sounded like your mom.
I said it like that on purpose.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I'm sure. Hey, Kim Jess, what's going on?
Kimberly.
Hey, so I don't know, Kenji, you probably don't know. But the other night on the Broccoli Chin Dudes channel, the veg, whatever you want to call him,
Yeah.
on his page, he had Germ on there talking about business, right? And it's a pretty long video, and he's got everybody literally on. Hold on a second. We got a phone ringing over here. Hold on one second. Okay. So he was on Badge's page, whatever.
Yeah.
And he's talking about business. He's totally throwing his ego out there. Here's story. Okay. There you go. Hello.
Okay.
So,
Bye.
Lisa, call your super chats for broomsticks instead of breadsticks. Did y'all see that? The breadstick short? How'd you like that? I couldn't believe that she did that, and shame on her, but whatever. That's who she is. That's what they are. But anyway, so Germ literally starts talking his life and his ego, just ego flying for I don't even know what 2 hours he was on there for. I don't even know. But he's bragging about himself, and he's talking about all his money and his investments and everything. And then he's talking about stuff he buys for $1 and sells for $20 and how he's ripping people off, but doing it in such a good way that it's okay, because this is how you make passive income, And if he was, if he cared about being this big superstar or whatever, why would he be there on their, his channel, right? And I'm saying that's how these idiots don't even realize what they just got themselves into. He's on Badge's channel because Badge needs the promotion, all right? That's what he does. He seeks out people that are, basically what he thinks is weaker than him, beneath him, and he offers them stuff, which is his time. Jeremy being on there probably got him a lot more views for that night, right? So also he kind of gets them to thinking he'll help them with their YouTube channels and all this stuff, right? This is what he did with everybody. He did it with everybody. He used to try and sell this, right? He starts talking about the relationships with his daughter, and meanwhile, he barely has one, okay? And just like growing up, he's throwing all this stuff out there, making it sound great, but yet he's the one that is broke, and he needs money from all these people. And he's not telling anybody that those people are the other passive income, And I'm saying, I can't believe this moron's doing this while he's in a lawsuit, But kudos to you, dude. Keep talking. Keep talking. I was like, what an idiot. But thank you. Keep talking. Keep going. But at the same time, he's basically letting everybody know his bullshit and how he does it in the calmest, charming voice that he has, making you think it's all about helping those 3 people that are on that channel with him. You got to read through the bullshit. And he is a good speaker, right? He learned how to speak and preach through going to Bible school. I mean, I played you guys his sermons and how he talks. His whole voice is totally different. He knows how to play the game. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. He does not sound like he's losing any money at all. So he does. He thinks he's smart. And he's talking about he knows this and he knows that. He has a CPA for this. He knows all about these things, but yet he doesn't know. He's talking about you and your life as if he knows what you are doing and what you're up to. He thinks you're doing things and thinks you're up to things because that's what he does. He's shady. I was going to say as fuck, but anyway. So I thought it was hilarious how he's literally on their channel using them for their new platform. To me, it's also he has had enough, not in a mean way, but what else is Tug and Megan going to bring if there's no more court drama going on right now? You know what I mean? So it's like he's using the Polamop, he's using every which way of getting content and all these different channels. He's doing this for Vag Nation. So Vag Nation keeps promoting him and keeps doing all this stuff. He's bringing in the Wilborn chick, who is a total ditz. And then this other Coop guy. I mean, this Coop guy is literally telling everybody I'm rich. Literally I'm rich. I made $250,000 off of talking about Germ. That's what he said.
Money.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay.
We all have to say money.
Money. Don't let money fool you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So That's what that's what's been going on pretty much in the backgrounds of shit. But I just thought it was pretty funny, how these morons on Facebook and these people that are like what he would consider beneath him is who he uses. It's people that are less fortunate than him that he uses all the time, and I don't know a better way. I mean, he literally explained how he does it. You just have to read through what he's saying. But it's really sad that he acts the way he acts, does his shows the way he does them, and uses people. He clearly has money. He doesn't need any money for lawsuits, and he's using them and whatnot to say, when you buy on whatnot, you're helping with our legal fees. Yet he's filing all kinds of crazy lawsuits. Okay, and trying to stretch it out for content, Polamop, and and people are just falling for it. They're just falling for it, and it's really sad, really sad. So, what else do we have to talk about? The caught on camera stuff, guys. I'm waiting for camera footage, and I can tell you this: Germ is literally shaking the memorial out of the ground, putting it in his truck, and driving to his house.
I would never buy this.
Memorial is actually hanging out of his truck. Yes. And I'm waiting for that.
There's footage of that?
Yep, there sure is. We were trying to get it.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. And we were trying to get it today uploaded to me, but the files are big. So we're trying to find another way to get it. But yes, absolutely.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Yep. So, so that's what we were waiting for the footage for that, and we will show it. I mentioned the other night that because Travis, because we thought we saw it was a black truck, and it looked like it was a black dually in the camera footage, and we only know one person with a dually. So Travis is like losing his shit, right? Trying to prove, they came and they took a picture of my truck. Well, yes, they did take a picture of your truck. Why? To see if it was your truck. That's why. This happened at night. And but then they found more footage, and they found Jeremy stopping there doing it. Then they found Martha George Risk flying by him, checking on the work that he did, and pulling. Good night, Jeff. Pulling into their property. But then there was other camera footage that saw him right there. That is right. That's right. So, I think the chat is a bit curious for what? Email from Bruce.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
God, sorry, Robbie.
You know what I'm saying?
I added him, but I didn't even say hello. I'm sorry.
I'm sitting on OF going, where the hell's my partner? And you know what? I come in here and I find it. I'm like, we're supposed to be working.
You're such a slave driver.
Hey, got to do it. Work,
Oh
work,
my
work,
God.
Kendra. What did I tell you? I taught you better than this. Work, work, work.
I know.
Work ethics.
See, Jeannie would know.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh, you awesome people.
All right, guys, something that came up earlier has now been confirmed to talk about for a moment. Bruce has informed me that he has confirmed that Sean Martin will file a motion for permission to withdraw as counsel in the Ohio case.
Okay.
So what this means, let me tell you what has to go on here. Let me just pull it up. All right, let me show you then. We'll just talk about this for a sec. Oopsie. Because you know that they're going to try and show it. Where is it? Hold on. I'm looking for it. All right, let's show this window here. All right, can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Just grab this for a second. Okay, so let me go back to that because I just lost the dang screen. Here we go. There it is. Okay, sorry, got it. All right, so Rule 116, declining or terminating representation. Subject to Division C, D, and E of this rule, a lawyer shall not represent a client or where representation has commenced, shall withdraw from the representation of a client if any of the following applies. 1. The representation will result in violation of the Ohio Rules of Professional Conduct or other law. 2. The lawyer's physical or mental condition materially impairs the lawyer's ability to represent the client. 3. The lawyer is discharged. But it's B here that we're talking about. So subject to Divisions C, D, and E of this rule, a lawyer may withdraw from the representation of a client if any of the following applies. 1. Withdrawal can be accomplished without material adverse effect of the interests of the client. 2. The client persists in a course of action involving the lawyer's services that the lawyer reasonably believes is illegal or fraudulent. 3. The client has used the lawyer's services to perpetrate a crime or fraud. 4. The client insists upon taking action that the lawyer considers repugnant or with which the lawyer has a fundamental disagreement. 5. The client fails substantially to fulfill an obligation, financial or otherwise, to the lawyer regarding the lawyer's services and has been given reasonable warning that the lawyer will withdraw unless obligation is fulfilled. 6. The representation will result in an unreasonable financial burden on the lawyer or has been rendered unreasonably difficult by the client. 7. The client gives informed consent to termination of the representation. 8. The lawyer sells the law practice in accordance with Rule 1.17. 9. Other good cause for withdrawal exists. Now, C. If permission for withdrawal from employment is required by the rules of a tribunal, a lawyer shall not withdraw from employment in a proceeding before that tribunal without its permission. And D. As part of the termination of representation, a lawyer shall take steps to extent reasonably practicable to protect a client's interests. The steps include giving due notice to the client, allowing reasonable time for employment of other counsel, delivering to the client all papers and property to which the client is entitled, and complying with applicable laws and rules. Client papers and property shall be promptly delivered to the client. Client papers and property may include correspondence, pleadings, deposition transcripts, exhibits, physical evidence, expert reports, and other items reasonably necessary to the client's representation. E. A lawyer who withdraws from employment shall refund promptly any part of a fee paid in advance that has not been earned, except when withdrawal is pursuant to Rule 1.17. Now, this is, there's more to this, but these reasons right here, what we're talking about in this case would be, it falls under B, C, and D. And you can look this up again. This is Rule 1.16, declining or terminating representation.
Why is he terminating representation?
Why is he returning it? I can't even tell you why. I can't. I'm not at liberty to discuss that at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. So we'll see. He has to basically ask the judge to withdraw from the case, and we'll see if the judge allows him to. A lot of times they do, but we'll see. So apparently, he has requested this or said he was going to do it or whatever. I don't know. To me, he hasn't done anything in the case, but that's just from what I'm seeing on the case. So, until I know more, I can't really say anything, but it has been been confirmed that that's what he's going to do. Has he done it yet? I don't believe so. Has he filed? I don't believe so. I have not seen that paperwork.
Tell Robbie about the camera. What camera?
Oh, wait. You mean about today?
Yeah, it's everyone's saying, does Robbie know? Does Robbie know? And Robbie know what?
The video they're trying to get to you, Lisa.
Oh, so repeat that. Okay. So, Robbie, we have. Didn't you come in on that? Anyway,
No.
There's camera footage All right, there's camera footage of Jeremy literally shaking, holding up the memorial and shaking it to
Shut
get it
the
out
front
of the truck.
door.
Oh yeah. Putting it in his truck, taking his truck and driving it onto his property. In the back of the truck is a memorial.
Shut up.
Yep, totally. I was waiting for it, but what happened was the file was too large. It like wouldn't send, so we had to find another way. And I went live, so I didn't get it yet. So.
Oh, I
that
told
is-
you that was Jeremy's truck
Yeah.
from that
Sure
video
is.
yesterday. The 2 C's. That's a Dodge taillight.
Yeah, it was him. It
Oh,
was
so
him,
now
and this is the
that-
4th time.
So now that there's video evidence of this,
He's
They can
already
re-
saying it's his property. That's why he can do whatever the hell he wants.
except
Travis
it's not.
apparently did. Well, Travis apparently went on the property, and then Travis saying this is hilarious to me. It's like, who the hell are you, dude? Just get the hell out of there. But I can tell you this: I've spoken. Well, I can't say I've spoken. I have correspondence from other neighbors that also correlate what because they know the history. That it is Tina's property, and Tina and Brian's property. And if you remember when Jeremy was doing a video about the property, there was a surveyor there, and the surveyor was telling them straight up that it was Tina's property. Like, he was arguing with them. He just refuses to believe that it's not his, that it's his property and not. He thinks it's his property and not theirs. And the markers are there. They've been there.
Well, you know what? They can do what they need to do, and he'll find out the hard way.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I said. I'm like, well, if the markers are there, the evidence is there that it's your property. I'm like, so do what you got to do and make him, have to defend it. Okay, because there's 3 charges that he's facing on this. Okay, in order to defend himself, then maybe he's going to have to go and get a survey thing done. But the survey that was there, like, he's been told you cannot change their property line. He's been told that. He's just refusing to believe it. And now he's trying to say it now that it's his property. And if he thinks it's his property, he can do whatever the hell he wants with it. Well, guess what? It's not. You've been told that before. And you've removed something 4 times. And it's going back up again. And you now have like some legal shit you're going to have to face on that, dude, because this is no joke. This is absolutely no joke. It is not your property. The evidence shows it is Brian and Tina's property. You, Germ, have no evidence that it is your property. So good luck with that. You can go and fight that. And you're a sick bastard for even removing it in the first place when that little area right there, it does not affect you at all, whether it was yours or not. You know what I mean? If you're so worried about, I don't know, flowers or a nice memorial being, you think it's going to, desecrate your property or something? Like, what do you actually think it's doing? You know what I mean? If you think it's going to harm the sale of your property, is that what your point is? What is your point?
He's such a good Christian that he's going to take down a memorial.
Yeah. It's going to harm the sale of your property. But yet you have this big ass tree where we're uprooted, just laying there for months. Okay? Months. And you have a freaking tractor there and you're not even doing anything to remove it. Don't give me this crap. You're evil. What you did was freaking evil. Not once, twice, or 3 times. You did it 4 times. It is not your property. Okay? And they're going to make sure that you are held accountable for that. Because it's sick what you did. And what's even sicker is the fact that there's a family member working with him and he did it to someone that he employs. So that to me is bullshit. How evil are you? And so there's actual video. You could see him doing it, pulling into his property. Spade glove. Okay. So I thought it said me something. Anyway, so yeah. So that's happening.
This is on, dude. My stomach just got sick.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I mean, you could tell with the videos that I showed the other night. You could totally tell. You know what I mean?
I knew it was a dark colored Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
And You couldn't tell it was Jeremy in that video, but it was somebody tall.
Right.
And
You could, if you zoomed in on it, you actually could, but like you still, you know what I mean? He could say whatever he wants about it, but this he can't deny. Can't even deny it. And I wish I had it, but I'm waiting on it. It's just that we have to find a different way of sending it.
why does if it's his property and everything, why does he do it at night?
Yeah, exactly. Why is he doing it where he thinks no one's going to see him do it at 12:30 in the morning? Did anyone contact? Yep, the police have been contacted. Yep, and they are going full force. They want it stopped.
All right, I'll be right back. I got to call Kim.
All right. That video can be cleaned up by someone who knows their stuff. Absolutely. But there's more video, and they found it. There's guys. All the neighbors have cameras on their properties over there. So he was very foolish to do that. It's not a civil matter because there's evidence that it's their property. It's not in court that it's not their property or anything like that. The evidence is there. It's their property. Jeremy needs to take responsibility and be held accountable for doing that not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. And he listens to our show. He knows what's been said about it. He knows it's been done. He's mentioned it actually once or twice. And now they're definitely listening because they've been talking about it themselves and they've been trying to it's my property. It's my property. And I can guarantee you come Sunday night, he's going to have some bullshit story about it being his property somehow. Okay. So, he's going to try and make his fans, this is my property and the survey this. This guy twists everything. He literally, you could sit there and tell him the sky's blue and he will fight you telling it's purple because he believes it's purple. He believes the sky is purple. Meanwhile, he's colorblind. There you go. It's insane how much shit think about it. Kendra can tell you how much shit can be discussed about this bullshit with this guy. How much crap. I'm pretty sure she's like, are we still talking about this dude?
Yes, I am saying that.
Yeah. There's so much crap and every day it's something else. And then of course you have to be reminded of everything that the guy does. It's just crazy. So, and then, there's a memorial theft. So there's something new with him. He's got to create more drama, but the drama that was going on last week, let me just show you something else. Maybe it'll put you guys in a different kind of mood here. Let me find this here and I'll show you something else because it's actually pretty cool. It's short. It's a short little clip because again, sometimes videos are too large to send. So we only get a little bit of it. Where is it? Hold on. So we got a little clip here. But for those of you who think nothing's going on.
Didn't he deny taking down the memorials?
Yeah, he did.
Until it's on video.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So guys, just to show you, here we go. There's some lumber for the barn right there. Y'all see that? There's some lumber there.
Ooh,
barn. Yeah. And look at that. Oh my God. Could this possibly be some toilet bowls? There's toilets.
Does that mean you're actually spending money on the barn?
That would be that. Yeah. I think that's what that means. Yeah.
So that's what that money is being used for.
Yeah. Something like that. So
Or did the toilet fairy arrive?
Yeah.
No,
So
I don't believe it. I believe it's the toilet fairy.
It's the toilet fairy. It's got to be the toilet fairy.
Yep.
Wait a minute. I'm not the toilet fairy. Let's just put that out there right now. Let's just put that out there right there. I am not the toilet fairy.
Get her done, fairy.
I am the get her done family. So there you go, man. There's some lumber. There's also some. Look, see, I got the truck. We got the stuff on the truck too, but I couldn't get it. In the videos because some of them they were just big. Oh my God, guys, look, that's a barn. Look, it's got windows and stuff, and that's a home being built. You know.
So
And by the
there's
way,
been
that
some wood,
there,
some
that fire pit
windows,
is
some
so cool.
toilets.
Yeah,
Mm,
you know.
interesting. Sounds like the makings of a home.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, and look at that crappy crap right there. Look, you still see that scary dude standing there. The creepy dude standing. See him? See him up here? The creepy dude. Always standing in the same spot and doesn't move. Poor kid. Have to see that every day. But yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to show you a couple things from the barn. I have more video of like some more stuff. But
Isn't that
it's
boring?
different. But what?
Isn't that boring? Just standing and staring all day?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. It's a cardboard cutout. And guess whose idea that was? Anna. The one who made that song about me who likes to hobnob on Travis and his truck.
I'd rather
Yeah.
read the dictionary.
Right?
You're right.
The other day I was reading the phone book and I was so bored.
Are you serious?
I couldn't find my name in there.
God, remember when we used to have phone books? You
Very-
could find everybody in them.
Right. You're not going to believe this. I actually received one. I guess that's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, the other
Yeah.
day, these big ass
Are you
thick
in
books
there?
showed up. No, I don't have a landline like
They
that.
can't find me.
Yeah. Lisa the Toilet Fairy, and here we go. I'm the Toilet Fairy.
But
I
is
knew
that
it. The
a bad
second I
thing?
said it, I knew it. Huh?
I mean, to me, that sounds pretty cool. I can only imagine what the toilet fairy does. And if you want to know what I imagine, it's nice.
Okay.
You always make the bathroom shine.
Yo.
Make it smell good.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that what the toilet fairy does?
There's no clogged pipes.
No clogged pipes. No, absolutely not.
No, because the toilet
And they're
fairy
not 2-inch
took care of
pipes. I actually have the video. It's kind of funny. John did it, and it's really funny. I just couldn't get it on here because it was too big of a file. But yeah, so I'll put another one together. No big deal. But I have to get these files over. I've seen them because I can see them on one app on my iPad, but I just can't transfer them. It won't send those big of a files over. So I have to have them upload it to a drive. And yeah, nope, it's not a bucket. So, let me tell you something though, guys. I wanted those toilets delivered a long time ago. Right, Tori? I wanted them there like 1, 2, 3, didn't I?
Pronto.
Yeah, I wanted them there a long time ago. But we had there's other stuff that has to get done first, so it wasn't, wasn't a big
There's
deal.
a lot of
but, what?
nothing.
Yeah.
I was talking out loud to myself. I
Yeah.
was looking at something.
Yeah. So I don't think John's gonna let people go around pooping in buckets the way he did.
Is that good?
That's Kendra. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good to hear her voice.
You just realized Kendra was here?
Yeah, well, no, I heard you mention her name a few times, and I was like, is that good?
So, all right. So we went over that. We went over the moral barn dominium. What else do we need to talk about tonight, guys? I mean, like, seriously. What is going on with Tori today?
Tori
We don't
got a
like
new
the
computer
slow
today.
five drivers.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you put it all together and stuff? Were you using it?
No, I wasn't using it. I've got to do the whole setting up everything.
Oh, right on. Oh, my God. You must have been so excited.
What do you think I'm doing right now?
You're setting it up, aren't you?
I've got 2 laptops in front of me right now.
Just playing with something. Oh, my God. I am. I'm in the toilet. I see the toilets. Well, okay. Germ can have the buckets. I'll take the toilet. They're much
Hey.
better anyway.
You keep saying bucket. I gotta say it, Lee.
What?
You ever met that man from Nantucket?
Oh, gosh. Shut up.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, we're there. We're there. How Germ lost his Fifth Amendment rights by being the plaintiff. Uh-huh. Oh, Bruce's comment. I thought that was a toilet. Never mind. I saw something next to Bruce and it was like, I thought there was like flowers or something. Bruce. All right, what? DD double denied. Yeah, double denial. Bruce's double denial. Ugh. Hold on. Let me see something. I gotta. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. I got lots of mail here. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I'm trying to look at my downloads. So Kendra, oh, is this a video? Oh, yes, yes. All right, everybody's gonna love this. Hold on. I'm sorry. Wait, which one should I say first? Hold on. Okay, I'll show that one first. That's classic. All right, you guys are gonna love this. This is funny. 1 sec.
What?
All right, hold on. This is hilarious. All right, we'll put that one up. I'm sorry, guys. It takes a second for me to load these individually.
Are you gonna do that
Oh.
flash trip?
I was hoping that Stream Deck would allow me to do that. It should. Okay, y'all see this? You see it?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Hold on. What am I looking at? Oh, jeez.
So that's Ray. Jarvis, Ray's still here. But this one I really like. He's Ray again. I love these.
Silly.
Where'd Robbie go? He's
Went to
still on
make
the
a phone
phone.
call. Yeah.
Yeah. So Kendra, since
That's
you're here,
my name.
why don't you tell us? Do you know what's going on with the Karen retrial? Because I've been waiting for you, man.
Oh. No, not
You
really.
don't? Okay.
No,
What about Blake Lively and the
I
Rider Medal?
haven't.
Raw dog, go to bed.
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Oh God, he's yelling at people to go to bed.
I'm back.
Hello, welcome.
I don't know what happened. I just lost you guys. You can
Can you
hear
hear me
me, but
now?
yes, now
we
I can hear you.
you.
Ooh, Johnny,
Sometimes he can hear me, but he can't hear Lisa.
You can't hear me?
He
Yeah, I
can't
can hear you.
Or he wasn't able to.
Do you hear Kendra?
We're all here.
Kim's so upset. She is so upset.
Sorry, Kim.
Oh,
Stand.
It's just,
sad.
it's so hard on her. Every time he does this, he just rips a piece of her soul out.
And she was the one defending him, saying he didn't do it.
Yeah.
No, he
You know?
didn't do that because he
I didn't-
said
I didn't think he did it.
Yeah.
Till,
Yeah.
that truck, I'm like, damn, that's a Dodge. And it's a
Yeah.
dark colored Dodge. And that's exactly
Well,
what
Travis
Jeremy
had the Dodge too.
Yeah, but isn't Travis's is his black or red?
It's black.
Is it?
Yeah. But they have confirmation. I mean, there's our video. It's Jeremy.
Well, you could tell that wasn't a dually, and it's a newer Dodge because it's got the C, the headlamp lights. I mean, the tail lights face each other.
Right.
So one's a C and one's a backward C.
Yeah. Travis is a dualies, I believe, and Jeremy's is not.
And that was not a dually, and it is a lifted Dodge. And you
Wow.
guys can zoom in on the plate on that
Yeah.
one because you could see the license plate
Several
lights.
cameras caught it on several properties. Argonne, Grandma. What?
But I honestly didn't think he did it. I thought he had someone else do it.
Yeah, no, several cameras caught it. The property owners caught it. Yeah, did you guys see the interview with Ray and Michael Volpe and Richard Lumen when they were talking about jurisdiction and how Jeremy's able to be an Ohio resident and then also like something to do with Florida. Did you guys see all that?
No.
It's terrible that Jen has done this evil repeatedly.
No, what'd you say? I missed it all.
You got to watch the interview with Ray,
Tori, say something.
Michael Volpe.
Why?
There you are. Both of you guys are back. Okay. Now what happened?
Where's Kendra? Can you hear Kendra?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
There was an interview with Michael Volpe and Richard Lumen with Ray Bonecrusher, and they were talking about like how Ray came onto, the scene basically with this case and whatnot, and they were talking about jurisdiction and how like Jeremy being from Ohio and then like also saying he lives in Florida. It was kind of confusing to me, but if you go and you actually watch the rest of the whole thing, you'll kind of get the understanding from their point of view. Lisa, did you see Travis's bid? Wait, hold on. I'm looking. Travis's bid showing the property line and the holes where the posts were. Travis don't know what he's talking about. There's markers there. I did not see it, but I know he doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay. And I mean, look, Travis fighting for Jeremy on Jeremy's side is because he's worried about his freaking money. Let me tell you something right now. The property owners are Travis's family. So the fact that Travis would do that is insane to me. That is his family, and he's choosing money over his family. That is his daughter's in-laws, and that's sick and twisted to me. And somebody in Travis's chat said something very negative about Brian and Tina, which is not true. And Travis and Julia, his wife, sat there laughing. Okay? Travis is like ruining his family over this, honestly, if you ask me. Yeah, they call him Knucklehead, and that's why. And when I say they call him Knucklehead, I'm not saying Brian and Tina. I'm just saying that around town, he's Knucklehead. But yeah. And the fact that he took those comments made in the chat and laughed about it and didn't defend his own family members because he knows it's not true is bullshit. And if he wants to laugh about it, then he should take a look at himself because he likes to drink and they both like to drink and get drunk together, those two. And, he also likes to party other ways. So, Travis is a shady fuck. So I don't care. The more I learn about him, the more terrible of a person he really is. And it's funny because you used to hear me say if there's anyone who can get out of this bullshit or get away from it and get out of trouble and not get in trouble because of Germ, it would be Travis. But he's right in there and he's just keeps going and keeps going. I guess when it hits his pocket, that's when he'll stop. But, it is what it is. So what's Travis going to do when Jerm is done with him? Jerm will be done with him when he has first off, when all this is said and done, Travis is not getting away with anything. None of these people are. Okay. And you can sit here and you can say, oh, Lisa, you say this is going to happen, that's going to happen, and nothing's going to get done. Well, it takes time. Put it this way. When people are building cases, it takes time. And then they're going to do what they're going to do. The authorities are going to do what they're going to do when they want to do it. It's that simple. You can't force them to do nothing. But I can tell you right now, this whole thing is like a pot of hot water on a stove, and it's getting ready, and it's boiling, and it's boiling, and it's boiling.
Gotta boil the hell out of it.
Yeah.
It's holy water.
And it's going to come to a head, and that's what it's all going to go down.
Yep.
So, and get ready because it's going to be soon. So, So, about the Blake Lively stuff, Kendra.
Okay, so I was going to pull up my recent notes on Karen Reed real quick.
Oh, okay, cool, yeah. Now, for those of you who don't know, or explain the Karen Reed trial for those who don't know, like what happened, like the whole story. Well, in a nutshell.
Karen Reed.
Yeah, see, Robbie don't know. Explain who Karen Reed is.
Oh, Robbie. You're always difficult now, aren't you?
Guys, I don't pay attention to that shit.
Well, she is in the middle of a murder case where they are charging her with murdering her fiance.
Oh, who was a
With-
cop?
Correct. So
Okay,
she's been
I
accused
remember
of
you
hitting
talking
him.
about that.
Right. His name was John. With her SUV outside of the home of friends of theirs who were also the police. It was a snowstorm. It was nighttime. Everybody had been drinking. And she has, throughout the last trial that she had last year, it was a mistrial, hung jury. So they are doing it again. It starts April 1st. And this whole time, she has argued that she's the victim of a cover up and that the other law enforcement officers were actually responsible for his death. There's a lot of little details about Apple Watches saying he was climbing stairs when he should have already been passed. Like, so there's dogs involved, bite marks, like all this stuff. So without getting into too much detail of all of that, what's happening right now is her defense has done a motion to dismiss over the recent hearing where basically the truth was attacked by the prosecution side, they're saying, and that it basically all was they did things like with the video imagery, they did the reverse image to mislead the jurors into the angles and what side things were truly on, stuff like that. So they're saying that all of the evidence, that there's a lack of actual real evidence because they can prove that all this evidence has been manipulated. So they are severely prejudiced basically by the prosecution's actions. So they've presented a bunch of arguments about that. That's what's basically gone on. Now, before her last trial, they did try to do a motion to dismiss as well, and it was denied. So where we're at right now is this is the second time she's trying to do this, dismiss the case before it starts for basically extraordinary misconduct. The problem is the documents, there's like 150 pages, and most of it is redacted for the public's viewing. So we can't get a real specific on all the ins and outs of what is being said, but a large part of it is around the video surveillance. So I'm not sure where you're going to go with that, but you know, the biggest part of it that they have was this rear tail light that was broken in pieces off of her car, that, you know, and then the body damage on the car versus his physical body, it doesn't match up.
Right.
So there's also 42 minutes of video missing, which is the exact time they say that her car would have been driven into the garage, showing the condition of the tail light. I mean, they're going back and forth on these tiny
Wasn't there
little
like a lot more
details.
damage to his body than would have been if she hit him?
Right. If you were to have been hit as the size that he was, standing behind an SUV, going at the rate of speed she was going, which wasn't very fast, like at all, the body damage to him would have been in very specific places, of which they found no damage to his body in any of those places. Like, he was found unbruised. You're gonna have bruises if you get hit by a vehicle. I got hit by my own vehicle door, and my leg got like completely bruised up.
Yeah.
Like, you get bruised. So the fact that he had none so there's a lot of that type of information. There was also no broken taillight material found at the crime scene until days later. They suddenly found it. So it's stuff like that with that. So that's what and like I said, they redacted the majority of the information, but there was also evidence of jury tampering, which we can't know those specific details of which juror is the center.
Thank you, honey. She gets a 22 Leave a Pause membership. Thank you. Thank you, God. Sorry.
So they're basically saying that all the protections are not provided here to her because there's been a number of problems. They just, it's not accessible to us, the public, right now, as to the details. But there's entire pages. There's some pages that are released. They're literally 2 words we can see. So
Vanessa's saying that Judge Bev should lose her judicial immunity with the crap going on here.
right. So she reeled back and said, like, oh wow, this is scary new information. I have to take a moment and like relook at all of this. So whether she was acting that way because this was brand new to her, or she's acting this way because, oh shit, I got caught. That's what everybody's talking about because they feel like she was in on some of this.
Wow.
But basically, her rights have been violated, and they're asking for the case to be dismissed entirely. And the second trial is still scheduled to start on April 1st. She's pleading not guilty to charges of second-degree murder and manslaughter while operating under the influence of alcohol, as well as leaving the scene of personal injury.
How do they get her on
So-
alcohol if she left and went?
Good
Like,
question.
where does how'd that get in there?
Because they
This-
all admitted to drinking at a bar earlier that night.
Okay, so does that mean she was
Right.
drunk earlier
that's-
that night? How many drinks did she have? I mean, like,
Right. That's all part of the whole, you're making accusatory statements that can't be proven with any evidence.
right.
So,
So Vanessa is also saying that 24 miles per hour backwards on a curved road for 60 feet was
No way.
how she left. And Funny
Right.
Sonny says the state is saying that the defense didn't turn over evidence, but they did. They said it on Friday, and the defense didn't get to rebuttal until Tuesday. It was all over the news that they cheated.
so yeah, they're saying the prosecutors have the opportunity to file their opposition to all of this, and we're not going to hear any argument, but until next week sometime. And both sides are going to have their argument, at which point the judge will decide whether the motion is granted based on whatever they're going to come up with.
This is
So-
insane. So they said 60 feet. She went 24 miles an hour in reverse on a curved road.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying, and the defense is disagreeing with that.
That
Um,
is. Have you guys ever drove in reverse
Yeah.
down a straight
that-
road? Could you do
for that
24
amount-
miles an hour?
I drove a caravan.
And this was
I
in
drove
the
a caravan.
snow.
Yeah, it was also
Yeah.
in the snow. And Caber says, I think Chloe, the German Shepherd family dog, attacked him. Then they rehomed that dog they've had for 6 years.
Right. There had been known issues with the dog, and then all of a sudden the dog was given away. So they couldn't match the dog's bite, but they had experts come out and look at the bite marks that were left and said, this is a dog bite. So, like I said, they've taken out the specifics of what they're exactly arguing here, but
Same thing.
like they also argue that somebody got out of the car to use the bathroom. Somebody else is saying no, they didn't. So there's a lot of these little details, all of which. So we're just waiting to hear if it gets dismissed or if some of the charges get changed or dropped. That's basically what we're waiting on.
Everything's
But
just not adding up.
they have to argue it again next week. And well, yeah, last time a jury couldn't decide. It was a hung jury.
Snibble says Bev was running interference with the entire first child, protected the entire family, actually responsible. And
Most
then
people believe that it is the family of that house and those specific friends and family members that all conspired together, and they were guilty and they wanted to protect each other, and they put it all on her. So
Vanessa's convinced she's corrupt and in cahoots.
the judge does not seem very straightforward to me. The judge seems a little bit shady to me, but I don't know.
She says they can't prove anything. Sorry, I'm like
That's
a little
the-
behind here. Whoa.
That's the whole problem with this whole case.
Thank you, Donna Hawkins. Look who got the first gifted membership. Oh, hold on.
You know, they don't have any good taglines like, if, you know, the glove doesn't fit, you must quit.
Oh, Pam Carson. I
You know
watched,
what,
so you don't
Kendra?
have to. That's Pam
What?
Carson. Thank
You're
you,
gonna
Donna.
be I'll guarantee there's another case coming that you're going to follow.
Well,
Gene Hackman and his wife.
Right?
oh, yeah, I'm all
yeah.
over that shit. I'm already all over. I watched 3 shows. I've been reading all about it. That's already sus.
So do
It's
they?
something.
All right. So then,
The dog's dead in there. The door's wide open.
Okay, so you want to talk about that one now?
Oh God.
That was crazy.
I like Jane Hackman.
Well, he passed away yesterday, as did his wife and one of his dogs. He was 95. The wife was 63.
I can't believe he
They-
was that old.
They
Oh, yeah.
were married in 1990, I believe. They've been married for a long time. They didn't have any children together, but he had 3 children from a previous marriage who are all in their 50s, and one of them is, I believe, 60. And there's some grandchildren, and they put out their statement, and they are obviously very upset about it, but they said in their statement that they believe it's some kind of monoxide poisoning, perhaps, is what happened.
But the door was open.
But yeah, I don't know why we're changing rabbit litter here, so I might hear that. The front door was ajar. Everything else, though, in the house was closed and locked up. There was a maintenance person who was at the property that looked in the window, saw her laying on the floor, and called 911.
Yeah,
The neighbors had said they hadn't seen them in 2 weeks. Nobody had seen or spoken to them in 2 weeks' time. So the police went out for the welfare check. At the same time, this maintenance person was calling 911 saying, no, there's a dead body on the floor. You got to hurry. They live in a
What is
gated
going on?
community.
What is that?
I don't know. Is it you?
No.
Go ahead, Kendra.
And now my lights flickered. What the heck? So, yeah, they
Your
all
lights
get out
just wait.
there.
Your lights just flickered.
Yeah.
Okay. It does. It sounded like Robbie was burping. I'm like, what the hell is that?
It's not me. I swear to God.
It was your voice.
Kendra,
No,
were the
it's not
bodies
my
already
voice because
were the
it's
bodies
really-
already in?
Okay, so
I hear it.
So when the
What the
am I
hell?
supposed to not talk, or what is happening?
I don't know, Kendra.
Can you hear
it's
it,
like
Kendra?
someone's burping. It's like,
I can hear you guys fine.
can
Can
you
you
hear
hear
that
the
noise?
beep?
It's not a beep,
It's-
it's your voice.
Whatever.
It
Dude,
actually
I'm not
sounds like Robbie's trying to say something and it's cutting out.
I'm not trying to say anything. I'm listening intently.
Okay.
I swear
Vanessa
to
asked
God,
if-
I'm not saying nothing.
All right. So Vanessa asked if the bodies were already in decomposition.
Okay, so the wife.
It's on Kendra's line.
It's
It's on
Kendra.
Kendra's.
It's Kendra
Yeah.
doing it. I've been muted.
It's all right. All right. Go
I
ahead,
didn't
Kendra.
do any. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Her lights are flickering, guys. So there's some kind of
burp.
it does. It sounds like a burp. It's making it funny, but it also sounds like Robbie's trying to talk and he's going.
It's all written on it.
Anyway, so Kendra's got some spirits around her. That's what's going on.
Okay,
Anyway.
great.
Listen to Gene and he'll tell you what happened.
So again,
So
Is it
again,
Eugene's trying
let's
to
just
come
listen
through?
through the fucking noise. Jesus. So the wife was found on the floor of the bathroom. He
Right.
was found in the floor of the bedroom. The dog was found on the floor of the closet.
Who was in the mudroom?
all right.
Okay,
Jeez.
he was in the mudroom, but they said they're arguing that point. He was halfway in, halfway out. I don't think it fucking matters. They're all
So
expired.
there's no like bullet wounds or there's no wounds?
There was no signs of intruders, no footsteps, no tire marks, no broken windows, no knives, no guns, no bullets, no signs of fight within the home, none of that. So the only thing is there's a pill bottle open with pills by the wife that
Uh-huh.
were out. We don't know why the dog's dead in the closet either. There were 2 other dogs that were running in and out of the house. They were perfectly fine and alive. And her body was in a very advanced stage of decomposition. Now,
But his
near
wasn't?
her, they didn't say, but they specified hers to the point where
I've been muted that
graphic.
whole time and I haven't. I can still hear it.
Okay.
It's
So guys,
it's gross. It's gross. I heard the description. It's very gross. Her decomposition state. There was also a space heater that was by her head on the floor, so that could have hurried the rate of decomp if the space heater had been on.
right.
The New Mexico gas people came out and checked the lines. They checked them all the way down the road, the whole area, to see if there's any kind of gas leak. There has not been. There is not. There were no cars left running. So the police are investigating it, and it is suspicious. And they're basically not going to get any information until they autopsy the bodies.
Wow, but the front doors were wide open.
Well, it was said it was ajar.
Oh.
What I
But
heard today, they said one door was wide open.
Yeah, that may have been once the maintenance man found his way in. I heard the 911 call, and he couldn't get in initially, and he was panicking about it. So
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
wonder.
But the front door did not look like it had been busted open, according to the police.
Do they know anything about like his medical history? Like he's 95. Did he have something like dementia or Alzheimer's or?
They've not released any of that, but they did say that she was his caretaker. And they apparently were close and had a good relationship. Things were seemingly fine. So, I don't know if maybe she was having a medical moment and was going for her pills and collapsed. He, being 95, tried to hurry to the phone to call for help and stressed out himself. I mean, I don't know why that would make the dog be dead, though. I don't know.
Wow. Kendra, I have to tell you that noise. It does sound like it's a spirit coming through your end of the phone, your phone or mic or whatever.
It does.
Yeah, I was going to say, Kendra, take a
It
minute and
sounds
listen.
like a spirit.
It's just like.
Yeah, it's a male type of voice.
Oh, well, I'll give you one guess.
The spirits follow her. What?
It's Michael.
She needs to listen to what it's trying to tell her.
That's
I
the way
don't
Michael
hear
is.
it.
Michael has to be center of attention.
I don't hear it.
Focus.
Yeah, if she doesn't hear it, then she died first, and then he just starved or something.
Well, they said he fell because he was next to his cane.
And his sunglasses were right next to him as well, so they also used that as a sign that he had fallen. So they don't know if he heart attacked out or stroked out, and that's why they think something maybe happened to her. It stressed him. He was trying to get to help or a phone, and that stress heart attacked him out. But then why is the dog dead? But then some people said, well, because the dog was stuck in the closet.
I heard
versus
laying
the
in
other
closet sleeping.
So it's, as you watch all day long, the information kept changing. So
Right. When did this happen? So they found them this morning?
No, yesterday.
Oh, okay.
They've
Is this
just
in
been
Los Angeles?
investigating. No, it's in New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So it's
totally
very
sound
sad.
like- what? Yeah, it's on the counter. Sure, it's on the counter. Possibly the dog had the pills. Oh no! Wow.
I don't know, but I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was driving home today. Lisa and I was listening to that on the radio.
Oh,
They were
really?
talking about it. Yeah.
Now, if they come up with and say that those two both had pneumonia and died, I'm gonna be like, no, Diddy did it.
Yeah. Did
Diddy did it.
Another
The devil
person has
wants
come
to
forward
chase-
on the Diddy thing, by the way.
Who?
Really? Who?
A male sex worker who gave details that that really were sort of upsetting, I guess, to everybody, because the reason why a lot of these people kept quiet for so long was the threats he made to them. And this sex worker had known Tupac, and he started yelling at him about Pac and said something to the effect of, "If you know I could do the hit on Pac, what do you think I'll do to you?"
Wow.
So that's in this new person's, which makes, I don't know, the 375th person coming out against him. But
Isn't that
also a little
crazy?
bit
Good number.
good news, that one lawyer who has like 200 people on his case with him, and we were not getting any of the names, and I was complaining about it,
Yeah.
has said, good news, March 4th or something like that, there are still a list of names that can be revealed that he will be giving us. I got very
Really?
excited. Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll see if that happens or not.
Right? I wonder what kind of names are on there, though.
I know. It's probably gonna be nobody we know. Like who?
200 people, though? I don't know. But isn't this the lawyer that said that some people were like giving money to shut up and stuff like that?
Right. And that's when he said we're basically not going to be able to reveal the names. Well, as it turns out, they have a cutoff date. And so there's enough people on the list that haven't paid to be kept silent that he can reveal.
Hey, Triggered Andy.
Well,
Kendra,
we'll
can
see.
you... This creeper was the spiritual person is really like it's a male voice, whatever it is. It's like they're really trying to talk here. It's weird. Wait, you got to play it back, but just jump out and jump back in. Probably get rid of him because you'll lose the connection. Because you didn't have it the whole time. It came out of nowhere.
It started when she
Yeah.
started talking about Gene Hackman.
Yeah, it did.
It started when she went in the rabbit room.
No, I was already in here.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Now, every time you speak, it does it.
Yeah, it's like,
But I can't hear it. And if they want to try to talk to me, they're doing a lousy job. No, I literally just said this to Gary the other day. I said, both times recently, which aren't that close together, and I went on live, I said, I don't know who's in that live or what the fuck goes on in there, but I feel the weight of it. Like, oh my God, it's on my shoulders. You know how you feel? Oh my God. I'm like, it is intense. I have to block so much just to get on here, and like I can't read chat too much because it just starts coming through.
Really?
I'm like, if you line up in orderly fashion and wait your fucking turns there, ghosties, we can proceed politely, but you can't exhaust me. I'm already ill.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like a spirit box.
It does.
Ugh.
I'm serious. I've never heard that happen with her. And normally, like, if there's somebody there, she'll feel it. But she's
No, I
obviously
do.
saying it a lot.
Okay, let me lay down.
Triggered Andy just sent a $9.99 super sticker. Thank you so much, Triggered Andy.
Triggered Andy.
It does. It sounds like a spirit box. Yeah, yeah. I heard Michael. You heard the name Michael?
You heard Michael? Okay, I can bring Michael in.
She could bring Michael in so easily.
Michael,
Are
come on.
you fix? Try and jump out and jump back in. Whoa, what is that?
Let me.
And I'll be right back. She's gonna get a drink.
What the fuck was that?
What? What happened?
Something just dinged in my house.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, hold up, Petey.
It's the aliens.
Is it still doing it?
Yeah,
It's still doing it?
not that time.
Oh, okay.
Triggered Andy.
What is happening?
I don't know.
It's getting
weird.
louder.
No, it's not doing it now.
It stopped.
Yeah.
What'd you do, Kendra?
Well,
Nope, it did it.
Okay. Well, I hear something else. G, is the TV on? Okay.
Okay.
No, it disappeared now.
It's gone now?
I don't know.
No, there it is.
$4.99 super chat. Thank you, Triggered Andy. Whoop, whoop.
You missed another one. He sent you a 99-cent super sticker.
Oh, thank you so much.
Triggered Andy.
I got it. Oh, that's awesome. And a $9.99 super. Thank you so much, Triggered
Yep.
Andy. Wow. Awesome.
Talk,
So,
Kendra.
Kendra,
Yeah, I'm here.
It didn't
I
do
didn't
it
hear
that time.
So now it's sort of doing it, sort
It
of
did
not
it.
doing it.
It's doing it.
did it. It did.
Okay. Hold on. Did it do it now?
No, not now.
No. Oh, okay. I itched my ear. I thought maybe that
Now
was
it's doing it. Michael's playing haha.
Yeah, Michael's messing with you.
okay. He's being very dramatic right now. He's saying, "No, I'm not," but he's acting like Gabe does. You know, when Gabe's kind of guilty and laughing
Yeah,
at you.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking? Yeah, he's like, "No, it's not. I swear."
Yeah, sure. He just wants acknowledgement, that's all.
Oh my God! Why has he not gotten any lately?
I guess not.
I
Trigger
guess
Andy,
not.
thank you so much.
You haven't been on in a long time.
Yeah,
So
I
he
know.
But he gets
He's
attention
felt
from
left-
a lot of other peeps. You know.
Yeah, but he feels left out.
Oh my God! Well,
He hasn't gotten his dose of Robbie in a long time.
He hasn't
My-
gotten his dose of Lisa. Thank you.
Can bug you anytime
But he doesn't. He only bugs me through you.
because that's more fun. Great.
Well, there you go.
Is it still doing it?
Yeah.
All right, let me leave and try to come back.
All right.
Stop it, Michael.
Michael's my best friend who passed away, and it bothers Kendra all the time.
Haley, can I go right, please?
Yeah.
That was so weird.
Oh, it's gone. Oh.
Yeah, Kendra left and she's coming back.
There you go. Oops. Sorry. She'll be right back. Oh my goodness. Hello? I'm live right now. Hello? Oh. They hung up. Okay. That was weird.
Who
Hello?
was that?
I don't know. Kendra, you back? She's back, but now we can't hear her. Oops, since she went out. Hello?
Hello?
Kendra,
All right, you back.
you're
Yeah,
back.
I'm
and
back.
It's not doing it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not going to move.
She's going to have to talk.
It's doing it.
Is
It
it?
just did it. Yeah, it just did it.
Someone
It's
from the
almost-
OF page? No.
It's just like it's almost interfering. Well, you know, on a landline, when you would talk and you would get
Mhm.
that clicking sound, like interference. That's what
Yeah.
I hear first.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
And then
little
you get a
clicking like a
little-
spirit box.
Yep. It does. It sounds like a spirit box.
Mhm.
But Kendra has like a portal at our house. No joke. I'm not even kidding.
How about now?
Yes, it just did it when you said, how about?
Oh my God.
Tell Michael to go forth and find out who's doing this to you.
Yeah, right. It's really weird because my friend Michael like found her, and it's just so weird. And she's like, "Who is this guy? He's doing this, and I'm like, "No way." And I didn't say anything. And the more she told me, I'm like, "Oh my God!" She goes, "What is a babbling brook? Why do I see a babbling brook?" And I'm like, "A babbling brook, huh?" Yeah. Oh my God! And his nickname was Babel. I was like, "Okay, stop it.
Okay, how about now?
Yes. Just did it.
It's still
Yep.
Yeah.
okay. There's nothing further I can do. Let me let's see if it does it now. Is it that?
No, it did it.
It's still doing it.
That time it didn't.
I plugged my power cord in. I unplugged
Friggin'
my power
Andy, thank
cord,
you.
put my AirPods on. I took my AirPods off. I logged out. I logged in. I don't know what to do.
It's
I
still
don't
doing
know why. He might. I just don't see it. Well, sometimes I might, but like he can really talk to Kendra. I can't. He can't really talk to me. I could just see signs sometimes.
I can see him in my whole mind.
Good night, Ray.
Night, Ray.
That
Good night,
could be
Ray.
true.
God bless, bro.
That could absolutely be true.
Oh yeah, no, he does because he drives me nuts.
He's doing it.
But this I don't know.
Lisa, acknowledge him.
What's up? He knows I'm acknowledging him. Kendra is.
It's still doing it.
No, it didn't do it that time.
I'm opened up, but at the same time, no, I'm not. It's hard to say what Michael it should be, but tell the poltergeist to go bother Jeremy and stuff.
Michael, we want to put you on a mission.
He ain't gonna go over there. He doesn't want to be around evil.
But I can tell you this: he likes to Bud Light give to Gabe for the shipping of the Funko Pops. You're funny, Bud Light. You shut up.
But if I talk, he comes back, apparently.
Yes.
That time he didn't.
No.
Okay, but now he's not doing it the last minute or
Yep, he did it. He just did it.
so.
That's on my phone now. It's really weird,
Yes.
guys, when Kendra and I get together,
Yes,
like this
Kim.
stuff kind of happens. Was a friend that Jeremy was going after his daughter.
Kylie.
Michael, Kylie.
Yes. Yes.
Let me tell you something. Michael's not gonna mess around with any negative energy on that other side because he's all about protection bubble of light around his child, and that's all that matters to him.
Yeah. Look, guys, I spoke to her anyway. She knows all about it. It doesn't matter.
Good.
So, she's like, what? But yeah, it was messed up to try and go after a friend who passed away's kid, who was 9 years old when he died.
Yeah, nobody needs to be going after anybody passed away, period.
Right. And they're trying to call me my mother. They're lucky that's all they did.
You know, I was saying to Gary in the car, I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I just get a fury in my stomach when my aunt's name gets mentioned. I'm like, it bothers me more than it bothers Lisa.
Yeah.
Talk any faster, possibly.
What? Me?
I felt like, yes, you. I felt like I was watching an episode of Gilmore Girls.
Why did I just talk fast?
You just talked really fast.
Oh, Well, by the way, the actress on Gilmore Girls just died too.
She did?
Which one?
Oh God, I don't know her name now. But she was 39. She had been sick. People
yes,
didn't
I remember
know.
today.
Who was
She
it?
had a liver transplant a year ago.
Which one?
You would know her if
I
you
don't
saw
know.
her face.
Yeah, if you saw her, you'd know her. She was the main girl. What's her name?
The mother?
No.
Like
No,
something
is she-
Brattenberg with her last name. Like, was it Michelle Brattenberg or
what part did she play?
What part did she play?
I gotta look it up because I need to know her.
Yeah.
She was also in Buffy.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, the blonde then.
Yes.
Well, her picture was a brunette.
I want to say that her name is Michelle.
Michelle Trachtenberg?
Yeah,
Yes.
something like that. Let me
Is
look.
Swamp
There.
yeah, very quiet. No, she was actually in the kitchen. Rosie O'Donnell's daughter?
No.
No, she played Buffy's sister.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, young.
How did she die?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was 39. She had been sick. She'd had a liver transplant a year ago. Her mom found her in the morning in the bedroom.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. And
Where's
it
that
hadn't,
from?
it
She
hadn't
was
been
on
known.
Gossip. She was on Gossip Girl.
Yeah. But I didn't watch that. It's funny how you know.
Kendra, Michael
No,
wants to
because
hang
I
out
just
with
said
us.
that.
All good. Everyone welcome, as you know. It's your channel.
Michael's always
It's so
welcome.
hard. Thank you so much for the super chat, hon. And Tori and I have email.
So yeah, her last name was Trachtenberg,
Yeah.
Michelle.
I don't.
Because
So
Miss
she was on.
Miss Tam, I saw it in the chat.
She was on Gossip Girl. I said Gilmore Girls.
Right. So
Who sent
let's
you an
see.
email?
Ed said we
So-
have email. So
She passed, sadly.
Oh.
But
the Jean Simono chick in Facebook, she used to go by a different name. She's saying report all building without a permit here in Levy County. So she lists all this like coding in Levy County, Florida. Send the completed form, blah, blah. The building department enforces building codes, construction licensing laws, and other regulations. The code enforcement office enforces
Hey,
penalties
John.
for building without a permit in Florida includes fines, stop work orders, and possible litigation. Hey, dingbat! There's a permit, idiot. I can't even believe these people. They're so clueless. They live in other places. They don't live anywhere around here. And they try to cause problems by like stirring shit up and inciting things. You're welcome to do those things, but guess what? Guess who you're going to end up hurting by doing that? You're going to hurt Germ's case because you're inciting it based on him and his channel. So you're hurting his case. They are up to code. They know what needs to be done, and they're doing it. Mind your business. Go ahead.
Mind your own damn business.
No way. Macaulay Culkin passed away?
What?
when?
I
No.
don't know. That's what someone just said. Melissa D just said that.
Lisa, did Kendra hear my message? I think so. Michael wants to hang out, Kendra.
That sounds like a song. Lisa, can you hear my message?
No, Macaulay Culkin.
No.
No, he didn't.
No.
Yeah.
There's
I
nothing.
hate that dumb crap. When I first read about Gene Hackman so early this morning, I was like, yeah, this is probably bullshit. They did it to Al Roker, too.
No, Google says he's alive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that.
Hello, Anita.
They still have him listed as alive.
Okay, good.
Alive and kicking.
Nice.
He's actually pretty smart. I watched him on a Jeopardy. thing.
That's cool.
Celebrity Jeopardy, and he's pretty intelligent.
Let me see. Did we hit the goals? I pulled up the denials here. Why is it saying we only have 7?
Because
Okay.
they have to be $5 or more.
Oh man, you know what's funny? I keep forgetting. I remember to do them before we
Good
go
night,
live,
Carol.
and then I forget to set them right because
So
it
they
just
need
goes.
3 more that are $5 or more.
Lisa, Kendra, Robbie, and Tori, have a great night. Thank you for having me. Carol, have a great
Go
night.
crazy. Have a great night. God bless and prayers.
You all need to start filing suit on these people for this shit. Well, guess what? We are going after Facebook, and Facebook is going to go after that group 123.
Boom.
Yeah, and it's not even a joke. I actually got some information today
Are you
that's
sure?
going to help make that happen.
Watch, it said, no, it didn't even say, it said watch now. And I didn't have to make a choice. It just said watch now. And I pressed the button watch now and it came on. So
Several were stickers as well. Oh yeah, the stickers don't count towards the goal.
Yeah.
This short video, neighbors throwing clothes is yours. What? Oh, the guy Kendra just took off. Whoops. Neighbors throwing clothes is yours. Strictly, thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat.
That was number 8.
It's working, yeah. So there's 8 now. Don't believe YouTube either. Accept legacy. I click on legacy and I watch it every once in a while and see, because I actually like to see it, because people's lives matter. You know what I mean? And when you see those who pass or you learn of people in their lives, I actually think legacy is, it's pretty. I don't want to use the word cool because it's, about people passing away, but you learn more about people's lives, and it's kind of sad that you didn't know some of them or what they were doing when they were alive, but at least their life can be, remembered. So, hey, haven't seen Kyle in chat in a while. Yeah, actually, yeah. Where's Kyle been?
I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Maybe
He wasn't in my chat yesterday.
You need to do some free super chats, no money involved.
They don't do
Yeah. Hey, Triggered Andy. Yeah, they don't do those with the goal.
YouTube controls super chats. We do not.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a free super chat.
Isn't Kyle here? She's back. Here she is. Hello.
Hello.
What happened? Did you get kicked out or?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you dropped
Now,
out.
now you don't have it. Now your voice is fine.
Yeah. Kim, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Woof woof. We do giveaways when I do crystals. The nights that I do crystals, we do giveaways. That needs to be a t-shirt. People's lives matter. They do. They absolutely do.
Instead of making it about color or whatever.
Yeah, no, everybody's lives matter.
Yes.
Everyone matters.
I wear that shirt.
Click on the goal instead of the dollar symbol. Oh, yeah, that's true. I don't see that though. Like, if I look on YouTube, I don't see a goal thing.
Wait, exactly.
Don't wear an All Lives Matter shirt. You'll get called a racist.
Listen, I don't care.
If you wear an All Lives Matter shirt, you get called a racist? Why is that?
I don't know. I was called a racist.
Photos on Island.
Christine Onion, thank you so much. We hit the goal. Thank you, Christy. Jezebel. $5 super chat. Thank you. Rip Dawn, the most annoying little sis in any series ever. Aw. YouTube Shorts. I believe so. Yeah, because that was somebody across the street throwing clothes or something behind the truck. Yeah, it wasn't our clothes, and it wasn't meant for us either. Seems like Super Dave is not going to cover JH Saga anymore. Well, that's because he was added to a lawsuit. So I can't answer for Super Dave though, so I don't know. I have not spoken to him. I haven't spoken to him since he went on Guapo's Live and was discussing, I guess, the barndominium not being done with other people, which is not true. So anyway, Looks so sad today. I didn't see anything. I don't know what's going on. I was really busy with other things. I haven't really watched that much. There's been a lot going on with like putting this paperwork together with people, and because I know I'm trying to let you know things are going on, but there's certain things I can't say, so it's kind of hard, you know. And by the way, just so you know, for those who wanted to help with some legal fees and stuff, what they've done is there's a PayPal set up for legal fees per like invoice. It's done by invoice, and right now there's an invoice for what's up there. It's for Jeremy's deposition that was done, and so if you want to help pay that, there's an invoice there, and you go there and you just donate towards it, and hopefully it'll reach its goal, and the invoice will get paid. So it's right there. We have it set up under Stream Elements. It'll pop up like every 10 minutes or so. You can click on that link, and it'll take you there if you want to help out. And it just passed by. I just saw it. So it'll take you to PayPal, and you could do it that way. So I know a lot of people have met me.
Bruce has got that for Bruce's legal fees.
It's for like invoices, like
Right.
you know, the stenographer and stuff for the
Right.
the
What he
depot.
had to.
or
Right.
that one specifically is for Jeremy's depot, and that's how we're gonna do it per invoice, so everybody sees what the invoice is, and then you know, they can help towards it if they want to help that way, because it's only things like that that are costly. Bruce's work, he's doing it, you know, however he's doing it, you know what I mean, but it's
Right.
just like invoices and things like that.
He's doing it out of his pocket.
Yeah. So if people want to help, it's per invoice. And if you click on that, you'll see the invoice. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
That was the strangest thing.
What happened?
All of a sudden, there was this loud, piercing tick, tick, tick noise. And Gary was walking up the stairs and he's like, "What the hell is that noise?" Like, it was insanely loud. And I'm like, I don't know. It's the phone has lost itself here. I couldn't log out. I couldn't do anything.
Really?
I
Someone's
turned off
messing
my
with your phone.
I turned off my whole phone and had to restart it.
Oh wow.
That is crazy.
I don't know what's going on over there.
Lisa is begging. No, this has nothing to do with me, guys. Actually, I'm just posting a link in there so you guys can see. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Can you do that too?
Thank you.
It's weird. I know if people don't get that energy thing happen around them, they may not understand, but yeah, it happens. But yeah, so Sandfire, thank you so much. I'm going to go now. I'm hurting. Hugs and prayers. Thank you. Have a great night, Sandfire.
Good night. God bless and prayers, Sandfire.
Yeah, Kendra needs to get her butt back here.
Kendra needs to come hang out.
Nicole,
Yes,
you can
more.
always copy that link and save it in a file somewhere so you have access to it.
True. And if asked, we could always like give it out. But yeah, I miss Kendra being on here because she's got some good, valuable info, and she likes to do the news. She loves these cases. DCP's kicking me off here. What the fuck? You're getting kicked off? Oh no, Bud Light. Maybe it's because you keep mentioning OnlyFans.
Michael
Maybe.
supports OnlyFans, okay?
Yeah,
I'm sure he does, Kendra.
he does.
I'm sure he does.
Michael said right on. It's great for the soul.
Man, Michael be thumping that bass all over Jeremy's butt if he was here. Yep. Lisa, you keep kicking me. I would never kick you, Bud Light. No. I get energy big time, but can't talk to anyone, but I can read Animal. That's cool. I I pull really well on people. I can like that's why a lot of people just come to talk to me, and I just I've always been like not so much like an advice giver, but like when we're talking about something, like whatever it is that they're talking to me about, it could be anything. I would literally like follow the path and just like, well, if you keep doing that, it's going to be like boom, 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 this. And I've always been right about it because a lot of people don't jump off the path that they're on. They just stick to the same path. And in order to get out of what's going on or to change, you got to jump over into the other lane, and do it that way. Gabe's OF page. Gabe does not have an OF page, man.
I'm gonna wash the dishes.
Oh, cool. They can't put much in there.
There's not.
But like, shut up, John Cabs. What's the deal with the latest rulings from the judge? But was very harsh to Bruce. Are you talking about the denials that everybody's talking about? I have them up actually. And so let's be frank. Do you want me to go over those denials right now? No big deal. I was gonna go over them before. Let's see.
Where's Kendra?
I'm right
She's here.
Oh, there she is.
No, that's okay. They popped over to your house. They can visit for a while. I got a whole spirit highway here that runs through one bedroom, through a bathroom, through my closet, into my bathroom, and out the other door. It's a whole highway, and they crash a lot into my closet, and things will randomly fall down, and they're drunk drivers, I guess. I don't know.
Where's Dale? Okay. You need to get into more about this lawyer in Ohio. What do we need to do to keep it rolling in Ohio? I'm gonna let you guys know more about that. It's just I don't have that info tonight. The info I have tonight is just that it's been confirmed he's going to try to leave the case.
Jennifer be begging for my attention.
So, there's Jennifer. All right. Chrome tab doc 88. Let's see. All right, so this is document 88. This is an order from the judge. It says currently before the court is defendant's motion. Is it too small? Hold on, let me make it bigger so y'all can see. Whoops. Okay. Is it bigger? Okay. Is defendant's motion for reconsideration regarding Order 66 and request for remote hearing. Doc 82, no response is necessary. The motion, Doc 82, is denied. First, the court will decide whether it believes a hearing is necessary to resolve a motion. If the court says that the parties should expect a hearing to be held, then the court, after reading the completed briefing, decides that it can resolve the issue without a hearing, then it's that court's prerogative. After all, the purpose of a hearing is to assist the court in resolving a matter. If the court determines a hearing would not be helpful in resolving a matter, then the court will not waste its time and the time and money of the litigants by holding one. Moreover, no party has a right to a hearing before the court rules on a motion. And it says local rules, whatever. In the local rules, court may, and most often does, rule on a motion without oral argument, even if a party requests oral argument. Second, defendant's motion does not satisfy the high standard required for granting reconsideration under Rule 60B, and it refers case, where it says a party must demonstrate a justification so compelling that the district court is required to vacate its order. Defendants have not shown that the court was incorrect in its conclusion that they improperly asserted boilerplate objections to plaintiff's discovery requests, nor have defendants shown that the court was incorrect in its conclusion that, under well-established precedent, such boilerplate objections are akin to no objection at all. Although there may have been specific targeted objections the defendants could have and now wish they would have made to plaintiff's discovery requests, the fact is that defendants chose not to make such legally proper objections at the appropriate time. And the footnote says the appropriate time to make legal proper objections is when responding to the discovery request. It's not a response to a motion to compel or an amended response is filed after a motion to compel. Instead, defendants decided to do something that is flatly prohibited. They used general and boilerplate objections, which is what the judge said before. This is referring back to that, actually. to when he said this before. If defendants are now suffering consequences because of that poor decision, then they have nobody to blame but themselves. Okay, basically, the judge isn't looking back at what he said prior, which was that if there was any type of discrepancy or whatever, they'd have a hearing, which is what Bruce thought that was going to happen. If there was any type of argument or whatever, a hearing would be held, and that's why Bruce filed this to begin with. Third, the court will reiterate what it said in its prior order that defendants must produce to plaintiff any non-privileged documents within their possession, custody, or control that are responsive to plaintiff's request for production number 5, 11, and 12, which is everybody's waiting for, all these, telephone files and stuff like that, any documents, any, social media things from them. And that's what 5, 11, and 12 are. So it says the court did not order defendants to undertake any onerous process to create documents that do not already exist. Nor did the court order defendants to produce any documents that are in the possession, custody, or control of some third party. If defendants do not have any responsive documents within their possession, custody, or control, then they have nothing responsive to produce. That is what Bruce wanted him to say from the get-go, right there. Okay?
Yeah, because they were saying that they would have to pull all their phone records and come up with the stuff.
Right, and Bruce.
You know what? There's another term in here.
Yeah.
Non-privileged.
Correct. Non-privileged.
A private phone call or private text messages that discuss certain topics.
Right.
She can have a discussion with someone, and if she's discussing Harley's health in that discussion, that's a privileged conversation at that point.
Yeah. Well, most of any conversations
shared to the
I
general
know about would be. Let me say something. Okay. Whoops. All right. So, if defendants do not have any responsive documents in their possession, custody, or control, then they have nothing responsive to produce. So, yeah. So, this is what Bruce wanted the judge to state previously, but didn't. So, Bruce is trying to ask the judge to be more specific, basically. Anyway, so he's like, okay, well, he at least said it here, right? So now Bruce is going to respond to that. Anyway, and they should respond to plaintiff in that manner. If, on the other hand, defendants have responsive documents within their possession, custody, or control, then they should provide such documents to plaintiff no later than 5 p.m. on March 4th, 2025. So there you have it. Any documents, if any, are there. It now has a date no later than 5 p.m. on March 4th, 2025. So Bruce gets to respond to that. Okay. So is it a denial? Yeah. But he has a specific answer that he wanted to get from the judge, but he requested it a while back. Thought he was going to get a hearing, didn't get it, so now is requesting it again. Doesn't get that, but gets the answer he wanted. You know what I mean? Which was the specific. Just say if you don't have it, then you don't have it. You know what I mean? So there you go. That's basically what that is. And it's just funny because you hear denied. But you know what, dude? Don't listen to that denial word. Read the damn order. Read it. Okay? If you don't read it, you don't know what it says. And a lot of times with this judge, when he's denying one thing, he's granting another without saying the word granted. So you kind of got to read it. And, look, if this is going to be Megan or Tug reading this to you, you're going to get it. Oh, my God, they hate Bruce. Oh, my God, they hate their anti-Bruce. Even Jeremy said the judge was anti-Bruce the other day. And that's absolutely
Jeremy said the judge was his friend before.
Oh, yeah. We got plenty of evidence of him doing that, too. And that's going to be going to the judge as well. So, my screen just went black. You still see that? Actually, this is a different one. So this is the other order. Let's see what this one is. All right. So this order, this matter is before the court on defendant's amended motion for extension of time to disclose rebuttal expert. Plaintiff has responded in opposition. In the motion, defendants sought an extension of time to disclose a rebuttal handwriting expert. Defendants further stated that if the extension were to be denied, then they would assert counterclaims against plaintiff and designate the expert not as a rebuttal expert, but as an affirmative expert to testify in support of their counterclaims. Defendants have since filed such counterclaims against plaintiff. In those counterclaims, defendants deny writing the signs in question and claim plaintiff created the signs. For all practical purposes, it appears that defendant's motion has become moot based on the filing of the counterclaims. I can see that. Do you understand what happened?
No.
You don't understand what happened. Okay. So
I have
basically,
no clue.
all right. So Bruce filed an extension of time to disclose a rebuttal expert, okay, which is the handwriting expert, okay. In the motion, the defendant sought an extension of time to disclose the handwriting expert. That's what it says. They further stated that if the extension was to be denied, that they would file counterclaims. And Bruce did file counterclaims. So basically, the motion to extend is moot.
So
Because he filed
basically,
Huh?
nothing the way you said it was funny to me. So basically,
So that's what it is. So because the counterclaims were filed, the extension needed is moot because in the counterclaim is where the expert witness is going to pop up. You know what I mean? It says it. So he'll testify in the counterclaim. So, it's denied as moot. So any handwriting expert retained and properly timely disclosed by defendants to support their affirmative counterclaims would be speaking to the same issues as an expert retained to rebut plaintiff's allegations that defendants created the signs. Accordingly, defendants amend for motion of extensive time to disclose rebuttal expert is denied as moot.
As what?
Moot.
What was that? One more time?
Moot.
Stop it, Robbie.
And it was ordered on the 26th day of February, 2025. So yeah, that's what the two denials are. And basically, the reason why this is denied is because it's moot. He asked
It's
for
what?
extension. Moot. And so he asked for the MOOT.
You really are saying that.
Yeah, I am saying moot.
Oh my God.
So yeah, moot, Robbie, meaning no merit. Thank you, Boudica. So I mean, it makes total sense. Although, what's weird, what's going on here is like, because of all these motions and stuff, it's like it takes 3 weeks just to get a simple answer. It took 3 weeks because of how many motions had to go just to get the precise wording that, if you don't have any of these documents, then just say you don't have them. Be specific.
I just don't understand why you keep talking about fruit.
Moot.
There's no fruit here.
I'm going to start throwing some grapes at Robbie.
I just had a bullet.
No mind, he might like it. But yeah, so those are the two. So is the plan to have Bruce say they have no responsive documents in their control? I don't know. I don't know what he's going to say. I guess you'll have to wait and see. Yeah, that's right. Do you have 2 years? They don't even want 2 years. They want 5.
Who keeps 2 to 5 years worth of cell phone records in their possession at all times?
You know what? I have no idea. Not me. And either way, any of the records she would have would be private. You know what I mean? Like, same with me. It would fall under privileged information. So I don't know what they're gonna get.
What?
But
Who gets paper records anyways?
Jeremy's trying to get all kinds of records and information so he can contact more people that she knows so he can find out all the information he possibly can about her. guess what? It's done. It's over. There's no more information for you to fabricate or anything. It's over, dude. You got no more content. The only content you got is Polamop.
I don't even get my phone bill in paper form.
Neither
I
do
don't
I.
get my electric in paper. I don't get
I don't get
anything in
anything.
paper.
Me either. You know what happened last time? I don't get my electric and paper. I'm sitting here. I'm like, what is going on? All of a sudden, I'm like, why is this not working? Because it was daytime. I didn't even realize the electric went off. I'm like, what the hell happened here?
That sucks.
So I'm like, why? I said, everybody's power out? And I'm looking around. I'm like, what's going on here? And I call up to see if there's any outages. And it turns out I didn't get whatever they sent me on my phone or something. And here, your electric, like when you're supposed to pay your electric bill, we don't get a bill. That's just it. I don't see the bill. But if you don't pay it at that time, they give you like a week to pay it. It's not like, you know, a regular electric company for whatever reason. It's different. And it's like, holy crap. So I didn't know the bill was there. So I totally forgot day track, whatever, because I don't have it in my head. Okay, the electric bill's due on this date. But yeah, so yeah, that happened. I'm like, dang it. I'm like, all right, here, you know, no big deal. But yeah, so I don't get any kind of paper, anything. That's why, Tori, I still haven't been to the mailbox yet. I don't get bills in the mailbox.
Basically, have
Huh.
set up.
Yeah.
Lisa doesn't want her pretties from you, Kendra.
She's
I gotta
a pain in the
go.
ass.
I gotta go. But seriously, that's why I don't go to the mailbox. I don't get any bills. Like, there's no rush for me to go there.
No, I
However-
don't either because everything. I get texts of your bill is late. You want to pay it? Oh yeah, sure,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah. But I get it for everything else. But I've actually, even the last time I said to Gabe, I'm like, I don't understand. They never send me a bill at all. Like, I don't get it in email. I don't get it on my phone.
Wow.
Nothing. I'm like, why
Ours
is
are
that?
all set up for auto pay.
Yeah, I had
Yeah,
to set
no,
up
I
a
don't.
bunch
I don't
of
have
stuff
that.
for auto pay too because
Yeah.
I couldn't stand the emergency. You better pay now.
Right.
Most
Yeah.
of
So
my
now I just
household
get
bills are
notified
set
that
up
I
that way.
paid.
Well, plus,
Yeah.
if you set it for auto pay, they give you a discount.
Yeah, some stuff
That's,
does.
my electric here is cheaper than anywhere I've ever had to pay
That's what my
electric,
parents said.
My
which
credit
is
card
quite
don't though.
surprising.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
I
it's
wish
quite
my
surprising.
electric bill was cheap.
Yeah, no, mine is. It's
That's
pretty
a
pretty good. It's just that I have to like remember in my head what date it's supposed to be paid, and then but when I do pay it, I have to literally go there to pay it. That's how I find out what it is.
You know, if you set an alarm in your phone, you won't forget.
Yeah, you'd be right about that too. And trust me, I didn't at that moment, but I will. Hopefully, I won't forget. I'll actually make a note here and make
Oh,
a
I
mark.
do that for my PG&E, and when it alerts me, I go, okay, yeah, I'll pay it later.
Just want you all to
Yeah.
know that Lisa did her hair last night and she looks fabulous, you all.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
What'd
you
you
very much. I did something in my hair.
do?
She looks outstanding.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
did
cut
something.
it?
in my hair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
what?
cut about 10 inches off.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, she's like that. She didn't.
I'm lucky if I braid it.
I mean, my God, if you cut off an inch, she's freaking out.
No.
Girl, my hair,
See,
brushing
here
my
we go.
hair,
Here we
it
go.
was laying on my legs to my knees. Okay.
It's okay though.
I was like, this shit needs to be cut.
It's still-
Rapunzel.
Did you color your hair?
I did.
What's the color?
It looks like yours.
Not
Brown?
No, in your picture. No, it
Purple?
doesn't. Yours is real purple. No. It's more
In
burgundy.
the sun, it looks outstanding.
I'm sure Lisa sees it. She's just not paying attention. What am I seeing? What? I don't know what you're talking about, so whatever you think I saw, I didn't see it. Robbie's electric bill is high because of Kendra doing 7 lives a week, twice a day. John Caps, go to the corner now.
Right? You don't care.
Go to the corner.
Nah.
Ed's spamming. Oh, Ed's spamming. Okay. Is that what was showing me all the little emoji things? But I see on StreamYard, I don't see them as emojis. I see a whole bunch of codes. So if that's what that
right.
is, those get more and more, but the pay doesn't. Reset goals. I'll reset it. You want to do another? We'll go for another. Let me see. Let me make sure I change this. We'll do all the colors. Let's see. All right.
Hey guys, guess what?
Let's see what
Lisa's
happens.
making me a tutu tonight.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. We did the. I was doing lupus, and she keeps begging me to make her a tutu. I'm not making her a tutu. She asked me that last time we did the loofah mobile.
Oh, did you see that there was a comment about that if you live in the villages, you probably have a golf cart with a loofah on it?
Oh yeah.
Hey, Lufa.
I did
Yes,
a loofah.
yes, a loofah. It was a loofah. I said,
How about
Hey.
200 and how about 246?
you have a whole loofah mobile.
Yeah.
Thing is sweet.
Yeah.
You don't take it out.
Yeah, I have to fix some of the loofahs, so I got some stuff to do that. Ed wants me to reset to go. I did.
Well, look at
Lisa
Ed be
did her
bossy.
gag slip off. She just looked at me. She knew what you meant. You remember that from last night, huh? What hair dye do you use? I use it's Clairol Torrids. Well, they're not called Torrids anymore, which really irritates me. But I use a bodacious burgundy and an outrageous cherry.
Bodacious.
I mix them up.
What a beautiful word.
Yeah. If you guys ever seen, well, I'm sure you might have actually, the White Snake video where you got Tony Katane. Well, it's the Is This Love video, and there's another one where actually Tony Katane and Rudy Sarzo's hair, they're of like a burgundy type color. The girl that did their hair for that video is the one who gave me the hair dye that, and I've had it ever since. So I've had the same color in my hair for years. I have a friend that lives in the village. He is a retired New Jersey State Police officer. Cool.
Is he single?
I don't know.
Calm
Frank.
down, horn dog.
My gas low was 220 this month. That is the highest it's ever been. Man, yeah, right? Sheesh. What's gas out there right now for you, Kendra?
Like 450.
Wow.
It's cheap here.
Can you imagine it being I've never seen it go to $4.
No, Connecticut.
Are you
Oh, it was
kidding? We've been up to
$4.
$7.99 before.
I've never seen it go to $4 here.
It was $4 here.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it was $4 for a long time when I was doing gator
Are you
calls.
talking like super unleaded or so? I've never seen it. I've never
Well,
paid
that's the cheap
$4.
stuff.
Super unleaded is not the cheap stuff. That's
What?
the high octane stuff.
No,
The
the middle.
super
The cheap stuff.
The
is
middle.
that much.
I got 89. and
I'm
then-
talking the middle stuff, Lisa.
Yeah, what do you
We use the middle stuff.
You do?
Yeah.
That's what I use.
Yep.
A lot of times I switch off. I do a middle and then a high, a middle and a high.
What
Yeah,
is
Gabe
in
likes to do
that?
that too.
What is
What's
in
that?
the middle? What makes it extra special?
Higher octane.
And yeah, it's not the cheap shit.
What's it do though? Does it help keep my car cleaner?
Yes,
It's a
it helps keep your injectors cleaner.
All right. Well, I like them sparkling, so
After this germ crap is over, we need you to work on finding a man for squat pump. Can you imagine him having to make it past all of us?
Well, this man better be special because I am like the super special.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't
Exactly.
know how long it's going to take. Jeremy thinks this is going to take years, and he's just filed a lawsuit against 10 people. Supposedly 11th person is going to be added. And all I can say is good luck with that. Can you imagine having to have the court deal with 10 different attorneys?
Yeah, they're gonna.
And
they're
yeah,
gonna drop 'em.
it's gonna get crazy, guys. But I really don't think this case is gonna go anywhere. But that's just my opinion, you know. But for the like when you're looking at it, you look at this case and you think there's gonna be 10 different attorneys going back with Shocket. What do y'all think about that?
His head's going to be spinning.
Oh, you ain't kidding. You are not kidding. Oh man. 10 different attorneys.
He
Shocket
can't
has no
handle
clue.
one.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous because it's like, I mean, think about it. He can't handle. Bruce is like way too smart for that guy. He's 30. Okay, I just saw. Hold on. One second. I just clicked on here, but I went to go look at something else. Dang it. That just goes in there. I have this one. Yeah, you can put it. No.
Yeah, no. I didn't
Oh, okay. Sorry guys. What the hell was I going to look for? Anyway. I just think that Shocket, I was going to pull up the Shocket info. Where is it? I have it here. And I do want to reiterate something. Where is it? Okay, I found it. I'm sorry. I found it. Someone's dinging over there.
What the hell's that?
It was a
don't know.
ding. It was a ding.
What's a
All right.
ding?
A ding. Someone's phone's dinging.
I got
Not
two
mine.
sweatshirts. I just wanted
All
to
right.
announce that.
So this is the Shocket info, right? Kendra, I don't know if you saw this. Okay. But again, Shocket was accused of medical fraud, of submitting false claims to Medicaid, resulting in a loss of over $100,000 to the state. His dental license was revoked in 1995 due to allegations of Medicaid fraud and submitting false claims. Criminal charges, Shocket was charged with multiple counts of felony fraud and grand theft. And he took a plea deal. Now, I just want to reiterate this, okay? I don't have the deal or whatever in front of me. And so he could have pled down from the felony. So he may not be a felon. This is what this is saying here. Okay.
Okay.
So we need to give and look this up to see whether he's still a convicted felon. All right. So just reiterating that in there. And Shocket was sentenced to probation and community service. But what I thought was funny was he had felony charges and grand theft and given probation. Does that sound familiar? Isn't that what they attacked my husband on?
Yeah, that's what they said your husband had.
Yeah. But meanwhile, the real situation with my husband is a civil suit. That could be in a civil case, actually. But this is against the state. This is the United States. This is Medicaid fraud with Shocket. So, and since then, he's done nothing but cause problems because he couldn't get, here, as a matter of fact, I'll show this now. We'll stop sharing that and we'll show this. For that crazy lady, $5. Let's make another go, peeps. Whoop, whoop. All right. Thank you. Thank you, crazy lady. So here's the information on. Did it show? Yeah, it did. Okay. Let me pull it out so I can zoom in a little bit. All right. So this is Shocket versus the Arkansas Board of Law Examiners in 1998. All right. So the Supreme Court of Arkansas, it's Randall Mark Shocket as appellant versus Arkansas Board of Law Examiners appellee. This was decided on November 19th, 1998. And he was pro se. W. Frank Morledge from Forest City was for the appellate. All right, so this is an appeal from a decision of the Arkansas Board of Law Examiners denying the application of appellant Randall Mark Shocket for admission to the bar of this court. Mr. Shocket has completed the necessary educational requirements and he passed the Arkansas bar examination in July of 1996. The board determined, however, that Mr. Shocket failed to establish good moral character beyond a preponderance of the evidence, as required by Rule 8 of the, Rule 13. That's X is a 10, right? Making sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of the rules governing admission to the bar, and denied his application on that basis. Mr. Shocket argues on appeal that the board's findings and conclusions underlying its decision are clearly erroneous. We affirm the board's decision. Mr. Shocket attended dental school in Florida after completing his undergraduate studies in 1981. He later moved to Missouri, where in 1986 he obtained a license to practice dentistry. In 1990, the Missouri Dental Board filed a complaint before a state administrative agency claiming that Mr. Shocket in 1988 and 89 had billed an insurance company for dental services he had not rendered. The Dental Board also claimed that Mr. Shocket had provided its officials with false information during their investigation of the matter, and that he had committed perjury while testifying before the Dental Board. Jeez, he's still doing the same things as a lawyer.
How old is this guy? That was like 100 years ago.
Right? He's still pulling the same. Hey, you know what? Leopards don't change their spots. Just saying.
No, so true.
Mr. Shocket enrolled in the St. Louis University School of Law in 1991. In February 1992, Mr. Shocket and the Missouri Dental Board resolved the matter described above. The Dental Board abandoned its perjury charge, and Mr. Shocket admitted he had billed an insurance company for services he had not rendered. Mr. Shocket accepted a 120-day suspension of his dental license commencing on April 1st, 1992 and running through July 29th, 1992. In March 1992, prior to the commencement of the suspension period, Mr. Shocket entered into an agreement with Dr. Glenn D. Yowell, providing for Dr. Yowell to assume Dr. Shocket's dentistry practice. The agreement provided as follows. Dr. Shocket agrees to furnish the dental facility located at the address given, including all equipment, instruments, and supplies to Dr. Yowell in exchange for an amount to be mutually agreed upon. Such reimbursal will not be measured against patient fees and billings and is not fee splitting. It is only based on the usage of the dental office. Dr. Yowell, you leaving?
Yeah, I just kissed your head.
Okay, well, hold on a second, guys.
No, please, I'm sorry. Which way do you want me to go?
That way, I gotta open it.
All right,
Let me open it. It's gonna get loud for a sec, guys. All right, see you later. Whoops, stop. Okay. So Dr. Yowell is to provide his own professional liability insurance. Our relationship may be terminated on either side by either giving the other 3 weeks notice of their of their intention to terminate. Mr. Shocket and Dr. Yowell signed a separate document, a letter dated March 9th, 1992, and written by Mr. Shocket that reflected further details of their arrangement. Mr. Shocket referred to Dr. Yowell as an independent contractor dentist. That's weird. An independent contractor dentist. I've never heard of that. Anyway, and indicated that Dr. Yowell was to perform dental services on our patients at our office by appointment set by us Monday through Friday, or to be amended by. Does this even matter any of this? Because this is really long.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It matters.
Okay. All right. So Monday through Friday to be amended by mutual agreement. The letter revealed that Mr. Shocket would pay Dr. Yowell the sum equal to 25% of the collections made for his billable services. Mr. Shocket guaranteed Dr. Yowell's minimum of $33,000 a month. Mr. Shocket returned to his dentistry practice at the conclusion of the suspension period. He completed a uniform application for securities industry registration or transfer in April 1993 and was issued a Series 7 securities license. Mr. Shocket sold his dental practice and in August 1993 returned to Florida, where he worked for his father's securities business. Wow. Okay. In November 1993, the Missouri Dental Board filed a second complaint against Mr. Shocket, alleging that he had practiced dentistry during the period in which his license was suspended. The Dental Board referred to the agreement between Mr. Shocket and Dr. Yowell. It alleged that payments from patients or third parties received for work done by Dr. Yowell and a Dr. Rivera had been deposited into a bank account which was in the name of Mr. Shocket. That Dr. Yowell had been paid for his services pursuant to the agreement, and Mr. Shocket had submitted claim forms to insurance companies and had received payment for dental work rendered during the suspended period. The dental board alleged that Mr. Shockett's conduct violated regulatory provisions that prohibit a suspended dentist from receiving any compensation from any person, group practice, partnership, or corporate practice, or any dental office in this state during the period of suspension or revocation, and from accepting fees from any capitation or a third-party payment program to which he might otherwise be entitled. Whoa, gosh. Mr. Shocket, resumed his legal education at the University of Miami at Coral Gables School of Law in January 1994. In October 1994, Mr. Shocket and the Missouri Dental Board resolved the matter of his alleged practice upon a suspended license. Mr. Shocket admitted the Dental Board's allegations and surrendered his Missouri dentistry license. In December 1995, Mr. Shocket completed law school and earned his Juris Doctor degree. On May 31st, 1996, Mr. Shocket applied for admission to the bar of this court. Mr. Shocket was allowed to take the July 1996 bar examination subject to a continuing character and fitness investigation in the event that he passed the examination, which he did. The chairman of the Board of Law Examiners was unable to determine Mr. Shocket's eligibility, and Mr. Shocket appeared pro se at a hearing before 3 members of the board and the board's executive secretary. By a vote of 10-1, the board determined that Mr. Shocket failed to establish by a preponderance of the evidence that he possessed good moral character, and for that reason denied his application for admission. Of course. Y'all get this now? An entire
So you understand why Dr. Yao's business with him was important.
Yes.
That is where he violated the suspension.
Absolutely.
And later admitted to violating the suspension.
Correct. Absolutely.
See, I've read this before.
Okay, so the board based its conclusion on 1, the facts surrounding the suspension and surrender of Mr. Shocket's Missouri dentist license and his explanation of that situation to the board during the hearing. 2, Mr. Shocket's responses to questions on both the Arkansas Bar Application Character Questionnaire and the application for the Series 7 Securities License, as well as his explanation of those responses made during the hearing. And 3, evidence that, in the board's view, demonstrated Mr. Shocket's lack of fiscal responsibility. Mr. Shocket now seeks reversal of the board's decision and maintains that he established sufficient good moral character and should be admitted to the bar of this court. Shall I go on, Tori?
You can. I'm over here laughing.
Crazy.
I mean, it's long. This whole thing is like super long. So,
matter of fact, I brought this up, discussed this in one of your lives, and I posted a link to the document in one of your lives.
Yeah. So
I just don't remember which one it was.
Okay. So here's there's just so much. Okay.
So, in a nutshell, the dude lied, cheated, and stole, got caught, got punished, got given the list of shit to do for the punishment, and sort of did them, and then said, no, I'm done doing them.
No, he didn't. He violated it.
Well, that's what I mean. It sounded like he started to do them, and then he didn't. And so he said, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore.
Yep.
And now he's gone on to do some other things instead.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Well, it does say the board found that Mr. Shocket's responses to the various inquiries noted above evidence a pattern of less than full disclosure to the Arkansas Board of Law Examiners and the Securities Licensing Authority. The applicant again attempts to shift responsibility either to advice of counsel or misunderstanding of poorly worded questions. The board later concluded that Mr. Shocket has engaged in false and deceptive practices in completing the various applications for professional licenses. The instances where the applicant either chose to mislead or failed to fully inform, this is exactly what he's doing in this court case, are numerous. The initial willful fraud arose in connection with the first proceeding brought by the Missouri Dental Board in 1990. The record shows that the applicant has continued to engage in behavior which brings into question the applicant's ability to accept responsibility for his actions and his capacity for truthfulness and candor. Okay. Truthfulness, honesty, and candor are necessary characteristics of establishing a candidate's good moral character and hence his or her fitness to practice law.
Uh-oh.
There simply is no place in the law for a man or woman who cannot or will not tell the truth, even when his or her own interests are involved. In the legal profession, there must be a reverence for the truth. Dang, I mean, I can. Yeah, this guy's as shady as Germ is. I mean, if he's worse, honestly. The fact that he's just doing what he's doing and being that idiot's lawyer. I mean, if you guys could read through the paperwork, I mean, he's pretty shady. If you could read through like certain emails that I saw, you know, that have become public on both ends, like, holy crap. You know, the stuff that he's saying is just insane. Here's a gas furnace running, hearing through the vents. It's Lisa now. Oh, are you talking about the noise from before, Mrs. Tom? So yeah, our German Shocket one and the same person, right? Well, he always said birds of a feather, you know. Greedy people hang with greedy people. That's how they make money, you know, passive income and all that stuff. And you know what, guys? Germ talks about passive income. There is a lot of shady things that happen when it comes to, remember all those infomercials at night? You know, trying to get you to, you know, buy my kit and you'll learn how to be this. You learn how to sell real estate. You learn how to do that. And you can do those things.
To my church and you'll go to heaven.
Yeah, right. There you go. So it's like all those things are passive. Like you can have multiple income streams. That's great. Have as many as you want. As long as they're good, they're decent, they're not shady, they're not ripping people off, they're not, you know what I mean? And that's the kind of shit that these guys are into. Germ goes after, he's all about the money. He doesn't care who it's from, and he thinks that dumb people are the ones who spend the money. He said it, you know? And then you got Shocket who rips people off, rips a state off, don't care, lies on his, you know, applications to become a lawyer, and somehow got one in Florida. And then, you know, is literally like lying and manipulating the court in all of his, you know, paperwork. You could see it in the motions and stuff that he's filed. You could see it. Okay. You could see it in the new one big time. The accusations that are made, especially, I could just say just against me, which are clearly untrue. They have no proof of, and I know they have no proof of because I know they're not true. You can't possibly have proof. Now, Facebook would have the proof, and I bet my life on the fact that they're not going to get that kind of proof because it doesn't exist. I really want his side to like play up Facebook so hard. I want them to use Facebook in their cases. So bad. As of today, you do not know how bad I want them to take Facebook posts and screenshots and prove their stories. Because I can prove otherwise. And I will. And I will use what I can to do that. And so I pray to God that they utilize Facebook and all this because they've tried to with these screenshots and stuff. And we all know that they're fake. They're from fake accounts, things like that. Now they're trying to say I'm posting in the Facebook What the Hell's group. No. Absolutely not. You will not find one post from me or my account. And I only have one account that I use. Will not find any postings from me in that group at all. And Facebook can verify that. So members of a jury, you really should pay attention to what I'm saying right now. They can't claim Bruce is posting in there too. I doubt that. I think if Bruce is posting, I think he's posting. They're saying that we're doing it anonymously, like we're the anonymous posters. That's what he's saying about me. I don't know if he's saying that about Bruce, but that's what they said about me. And I'm like, huh. When I read that, I started laughing. I'm like, bring the proof, man. Bring the proof. So, remember when I said I had lawyers in my family? He seems to laugh about that because I didn't bring a lawyer to answer a deposition. Because I didn't bring a lawyer to answer Gabe's civil matter, which I should have actually had him because he just believed what they said. But anyway, yeah, I'm not going to bother big time lawyers with bullshit. You know what I mean? So. But it's quite interesting. I just really hope that they really try to use Facebook, and me at least. But if they try to use Facebook with any of these 10 people, got it covered. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, they've said that I've posted in that group under anonymous, and that's a damn lie. My computer has never posted in that damn group ever.
I've never used it.
What?
Well, if you say your computer, then they'll just say you did it on your phone.
Not on my phone, not on any device I have access to.
Yeah.
I have never posted it. My accounts, nothing I have access to is ever posted in there. My husband is the only one that ever posted in there.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just can't wait to see what they're going to do with this because he's going to have to prove it for 10 people, and he can't. As is patients, they are growing, and I'm sure they will do what they need to do regardless of what they're doing. But I do think they may be a term contract. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Then someone said that Patience is pregnant again. Good for them. I feel bad. I feel like they're going to end up getting the shit end of something here. The more they're involved with Germ, and they're pretty involved, it seems, but I don't know. Oh, yeah, in that vagination thing, you had to hear him talk about his auctioneer license and stuff. Do you ever notice that he has somebody coming in on Sunday nights to do the auction with him?
No.
Anybody know? Yeah, he's got somebody coming in there to be present. There's a guy named Jerry or something. I might have his name wrong. But there's a guy that shows up there Sunday nights. And he said that Florida, you don't have to have an auctioneer's license. That is not true. That is not true. And whoever's telling him that.
Is it hard to get an auctioneer's license?
No, you just take the class.
Yeah, you have to take a class and you have to pass tests. But he's claiming that because he has an Ohio auctioneer's license that he doesn't need any type of, what is it called? A reciprocal? Reciprocal, whatever. He has to apply in Florida in order to do auctions here. Whether he got his license from Ohio or not, he still has to apply register as a reciprocal, whatever. I forget the actual terminology they use. But he has that. There's actually a database, and he has not applied or registered for it. So he actually is doing them illegally. And if I think that guy Jerry, if that guy Jerry's there for the auctions, and he has something to do with the fact that Jeremy has to like be under like not like an apprentice, maybe it's an apprentice. I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
anyway, he's there because Jeremy has to do this for like 6 months or something. He has to like to be under somebody else. I have to reread it. But yeah. So that's what that guy's all about. And so Travis does not have a license to be on, be auctioning anything. George doesn't. Deanna doesn't. They don't go under Jeremy's license. Jeremy's has a new license. Okay. They do not have permission to do all that. All right. And all those guys claiming that they're going to be doing it under Jeremy's license cannot. So they're bullshitting you. But you know what? It's not those type of lies that we even care about. Let him do whatever he's going to do with that. Don't even care. It's the other statutes that he's breaking. So, there you go. So, let's see what time is it. We have got to do a giveaway. What do y'all think about that? Let's do a giveaway. Should we do it now? Whoops. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. I'm
I got
saying.
new eye cream.
Get new eye cream.
Yeah, multivitamin power firm. So I'm just going to do one eye and see if it does anything. That's how excited I am about this topic.
All right. So, let's see. What should the hashtag be? Kendra, pick a hashtag.
Eye cream.
Eye cream. Eye cream? Really?
It's what I'm doing right at the moment.
Pop rocks.
Ugh, I hate Pop Rocks.
But
Well,
Jeannie
let's
had a
do
party in her mouth last night, and everybody was coming.
No.
Oh
see,
my God.
I have PTSD from Pop Rocks.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
What happened? Tell us your Pop Rock story. All right, now I'm going to change it. I had something else. Now it's just going to be Pop Rock. Here we go. What's your Pop Rock story?
I was a freshman in high school, and we were being driven to school, me and my friend and my other friend. She was sitting up in the front. Her mom was driving us, and she had Pop Rocks, and she was eating them at the time. And it was kind of a scary ride because her mom was not always with it, so we'd veer off the road and stuff sometimes. So we're like paying attention and stuff, and her mom had just veered off, and so she screamed at her like, "Mom, what are you doing?" And me and the girl in the back like look at each other like we're wide-eyed. And so the girl in the front had the Pop Rocks, and she turned around and looks at us like to do like an amazed face, like, "Oh my God, can you believe my mom's a psycho?" And opened her mouth really big, and the Pop Rocks flew out and they landed in our eyeballs.
Oh my God.
And it was extremely painful, and the problem, and my cornea got scratched from it, and it was a whole fucking thing.
Wow.
Only
That's
you,
crazy.
Kendra.
Yeah, so I fucking hate Pop Rocks.
I fucking hate Pop Rock. Wow. That's crazy. Jeannie was putting Pop Rocks on pizza last night. Ugh.
She's,
Oh my God.
I know. Gabe had fun with the Pop Rocks. Kyle sent Pop Rocks and some other kind of candy. But yeah.
Oh my
but
God.
Jared's upset that he's staying up being a fan. Yeah, well, that's what stalkers do. He stalks houses, he stalks websites, web pages, social media channels, and all kinds of things. Yeah. He filed things out. I have a Discord channel. I had an Instagram channel. I have a TikTok. There's nothing on there, guys. I don't use Discord.
Oh God, that one is so complicated to use sometimes. Holy crap.
Yeah. Don't use it. Don't care for it. I know a lot of people do. To me, it's like,
Sorry.
I don't know. I started to do it. I was going to set it up, but I don't know how to do a lot of that. So it just kind of fell to the wayside a little bit.
Within the groups, it's like, ugh.
Yeah, it just seems very confusing.
And they're like, go
But
in here
it's
and find
mainly
it.
for
I'm like,
gamers, right?
it's useful for people who have to sit in front of a screen all day, I think. But if that's not what you naturally do every day and you got to be not in front of a screen, it's hard to find the time to devote to it, I think.
Right. Robbie, does he use Discord?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. Get them hashtags in, guys. Pop Rocks. We have 85 so far. So there's number and one more on the screen.
I watch Spencer Pratt every day eat a burrito on TikTok.
You watch Spencer Pratt eat a burrito every day?
Yeah, that's
Did I hear
his
that right?
niche. Yeah, that's his niche right now and trying to make money for his burned down house.
Oh, so what's going on with like Pacific Palisades and stuff? Like, what have you heard about all the repercussions from everything?
Well, the cleanup has begun. So the companies are in there and they have to sort the materials with the toxic, the non toxic, most of it's toxic. And they are putting it into these two giant piles. And then the piles have to be hauled off to the dumps or wherever they're going. And that process is just beginning. But there's a bunch of residents who are upset about the location of where they're putting the piles of these toxic chemicals because they're going to seep into their earth, they're going to get into their water. So it's like it's a constant ongoing battle. But yeah, they've started it, they're doing it anyways. And it's just really sad because they've projected 3 years just to clean up.
Wow.
And no building can resume until it's all been sifted through and cleaned up. And only people that have ID that can prove that they live there, and then they get a special pass from the CHP. The whole area is still guarded a lot for the Palisades. Along the houses along PCH, you can drive PCH again, but
Yours, you have to redo yours. You had an F at the end of yours.
you
Go ahead.
just see, like, I watched a video today. It was 3.5 minutes of someone flying down PCH at like the speeds you could be on that road, which is not
Right.
20 miles an hour. And it's just house after house, ruin after ruin. It's,
Nine
you know,
Chins. Hi. Thank you. Thank you for your super chat. It's a beautiful day.
that cleanup hasn't started yet.
Wow.
Most people are being honest and they're saying, you know, there's no way they can rebuild, nor does it make sense for them because they already are having to get themselves reestablished elsewhere. And so 5 to 7 to 10 years, why pick up and go back to a place that is now known that can burn down? And now that insurance is going to be through the roof. Plus, there's new laws now. We all got new laws in California that if you live in very specific fire zones, you are now going to be required to have very specific types of roofs. When you have your yard work done, the driveways, the concrete pour, like all those things now are going to have to be at certain high levels to be burn proof, basically. And all the brand new housing is going to have to be made of very expensive material to be more burn proof. Forget trees and bushes being anywhere near your landscape ideas because that's just not going to be allowed either. But there are some houses that had been, you know, rebuilt or, you know, redone for whatever reason the people wanted to, and they did do it to those high standards, and those houses are still standing. Where
Wow.
they have like they had like I don't know if they're called fireproof, but their windows aren't even cracked. So they're not hurricane windows, but I don't know what they are. So stuff like that. So the expense, even if you had insurance and you got your $2 million payout for your home, to now rebuild that same size home in that lot with the new materials is going to be double the price.
Wow.
Because now that it's such an extreme, you know, they know it can happen. And they're changing that for all across the state of California, that for all brand new builds now, that's just it, period, law. If you are in those specific fire zones that are
I
rated
read Chad Harper
high.
Martin.
So we just got ours today, our fire zone. I was a little shocked. I'm like, oh, we're in the orange. Fuck.
So what do
I
you got to
want,
do?
well, nothing I got to do. I just, you know, there's the red, there's orange, there's yellow, and there's green. I'm like, I didn't want to be in the orange.
Christy, I know. I was just saying it.
But that's okay. So see what's going to happen in California, in Northern California. This is my prediction and I'm sticking to it. So call me crazy. I don't care. We're going to have a massive earthquake or two close together. One will be San Andreas, the other will be the Hayward Fault. They are going to go off at very high numbers, and those are going to cause massive fires.
So
And
why
nobody,
don't you move?
well, because it's not that simple.
Okay, well, I will do something to help you move if you'll move.
Well, where am I supposed to move to that isn't
Well,
hurricane zone,
technically, right
earthquake
now, for a
zone,
little
blizzard
while.
zone, tornado zone, fire
Well,
zone?
hold on. Right now is a good time for you to come to Florida, and I have a perfect spot for you. And in the meantime, we'll find you another place to go. But for now, get the hell out of there.
Where in the hell am I supposed to be in Florida?
Right here.
Mm,
Right here. An interim. You don't have to stay, but we'll get you out of there. Yeah, we'll get you out of there. I don't know why. I just feel like people in California right now need to be looking to move somewhere. I feel like if something really bad, like super, super bad, and I mean way, way, way worse, and it's like a major earthquake happens and starts destroying stuff, you need to be
So,
out
like,
of
the
there.
big fear that people have with San Andreas, because San Andreas literally runs from the top to the bottom of the state, all the way to the very edge by the water. Okay, this is, put it that way. So
Mm.
that can go off. It goes off in sections when it goes off. The whole damn thing doesn't go off. However, the San Francisco 1908 or 5 or whatever it was earthquake, it went off for a long stretch of that. That's why that was such a bad earthquake, but it was centered at San Francisco. Right now, Northern California, San Andreas, it's moved a lot. Like it's not in line for a big one. But Southern California, they're in line for the big one on San Andreas. But what San Andreas has been doing lately is down south, it's been creeping back up and moving. And we're like, stay down there. Okay, we're dealing with the Hayward Fault over here. Okay, so we got our own troubles. And the problem with these faults is that I guess builders over time just forgot about them and built the waterways, the sewage, the electrical runs under the tunnels. We've got BART that runs underwater through a tunnel under right along the fault line. So like it'll cut off our water supply, electrics will be down, it'll be a mess. And instantly whenever there's an earthquake here, all bridges shut down, toll lanes shut down, all
Bud
of it
Light.
has to. So it's a mess. So you'll be lucky if you hear from me. That's
That's what
Lisa's
I'm
rule.
saying.
I need to know when
Get
it's
your butt
happening.
out here. There's been plenty of offers for you to come to Australia, though. You got
They
some
got
offers over
fires.
there. Come to Australia.
They got fires there, and they got big
Only in the
bugs.
summertime.
They got these giant coconut crab things.
Coconut crab things. What?
Yeah, he laughs because those are just about as ruthless as those freaking spiders and
My
oh.
house is germ proof. Now, Christine Lucas says she's still bothered by the Chris Pratt thing. The man is married to a Schwarzenegger whose papa is Arnold and her mama is related to the Kennedys, and he's asking for money. What's that about?
Chris
Do we
Pratt's
know?
he's a douche.
Wasn't he married to
He's married to
Anna?
Catherine.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
he
wasn't
was
he
married
married
to
to Anna
her, and he does
Faris?
not. Yes, and they have a child together that has special needs. That's why I feel like
Okay.
he's a douche because of how he treats that child differently.
What's he asking for money for? Did something happen to their home in California? Cindy, thank you so much for your $2 super chat. Big husband prayers for Kendra.
No, nothing happened to him.
So
I
what's
don't
he
know
asking
why
for
he's
money
asking
for?
for money.
Oh, Suzanne says because their house burnt down.
Oh, I haven't heard that. But I don't know. It could
Whose
have.
house burnt down?
It's not.
Nikki says you are too bougie.
It's It's not Chris Pratt who lost his house. Spencer Pratt did.
Oh,
So that might be. And there was just a joke that they all did as a video, and Rob Lowe's son was in on it, and a couple of them about being Nepo babies and related and stuff. It was a joke.
yeah. Jared's saying the bushfires are not that bad, Kendra, in Australia. And Dreamweaver was saying to tell you to move in with me to start with. I did. Yeah, Spencer Pratt. Yeah, there's no excuse for him. It's the drop bears you need to be scared of.
Dude, I'm not. I don't go anywhere where there's creatures.
Where are you going?
Uh-huh.
You take that or that. So you're fine.
I thought that was Monster.
No.
I thought Robbie was saying to Kendra, where are you going? Well, we only have creatures here that have 4 legs, and one's got leopard spots on it. The other has, she's a bit pitty, but she's lovable. And Chaos may, she may be like, but you'll like her because she's bougie too. She's totally bougie.
Yeah.
So, Lisa, Kendra. Right, Todd? There's Kendras everywhere. There's creatures everywhere, Kendra.
Yes, but I'm content with the creatures in my area, and they stay away from me.
Tori's wondering if Kendra comes, where the hell am I going to stay?
She can scooch over.
Don't forget that sleep talking guy. Yeah, he's probably not going to pop out sleep talking tonight. We actually think, you know what it is? We actually think it's his vape. Did we tell you guys this last night?
What?
We think it's his vape. It's not cheese. We really don't believe it's cheese. We play that it's cheese, but we think it's she could stay with Squat Pump. That would never happen.
A
Oh
vape?
God.
Kendra and Squat Pump staying.
Who can stay with Squat Pump? Wait, who they putting with Squat Pump? I'll sleep in my damn camper and drop in front of Robbie's driveway before
I was going to say, I would pitch a tent by the alligator hole before I would do that.
Well, at least you have a big creature with 2 legs there. Who? Where? What? Who? Gabe?
Gabe.
Gabe loves Kendra. Gabe's Kendra's buddy.
They went shopping
Gabe
together.
will start so
All right,
much
guys.
shit.
Guys, it's 1:00. I'm going to bed. I have to get up.
Did you get my message, Robbie?
No, Nikki. No.
What message?
I sent you a text.
Oh, I didn't
So
see.
tonight he just ignored
Is
me.
it the D9 vape Gabe uses? It's some kind of vape. I think it is because I can tell the difference. Like if you notice, he hadn't come out here sleep talking for a while, and then he did, and he basically picked up the vape again because he wasn't using the vape. And I said, I think that might be it. So
Well, now you have to do a serious test about it.
yeah.
Have a no cheese day,
Mm-hmm.
and then do the vape, see if it happens. The next day, have the cheese with no vape. We got to do a whole study on him.
Well, you can't do just one day, Kendra. You have to do like
I said
30
the next.
days.
Oh my God, it's not that scientific.
Also, guys, I need to let you know if it is
The way
the
to
vape.
do a study, though, is you'd
I
have to
thought you
do
were
like
going to bed.
30 days of nothing, then 30 days of cheese,
All right, but
and then 30 days of
listen.
vape.
Then it'll take forever for the cheese
listen,
to exit his system.
guys.
What?
Listen. Okay.
What?
So guys are gonna get really upset here because if it is the vape, somebody who shall not be mentioned, but is in this chat right now or in this live right now, convinced Gabe not to use the vape anymore. So there may not be any more sleep talking with Gabe if it's the vape. Because Gabe took that to heart and he hasn't used it.
Well, I'm just telling you from what my doctor said.
Yeah, see, there you go. He just routed himself out.
I don't care.
What did he say about the vape?
Not to
He
use
told
it.
me when I had my chest x-ray done, I got a couple little spots, but they're nothing to be worried about. He said, he goes, you're
Yeah.
not using the vape anymore, right? And I said, no, not at all. You told me not to do it. And he
But
said,
you
good.
didn't use the vape with pot. You weren't using pot.
No,
No.
with just a cigarette vape.
Right.
And he said it's actually harder on you. And I said, but I use the salt water stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the salt water ones. He goes, it doesn't matter. You're putting that directly into your lungs, and it's still going in. It's a heated, and
Right.
it does more damage.
It causes popcorn lung, and you
Well,
can't
no,
fix it.
only the oil one causes popcorn lung.
Right, and you can't fix it.
Right.
So
Aren't they all like an oil though? That's what.
No, there's some that are salt water.
Oh.
Dreamweaver. All right, let's see how many entries we got. We got 107 entries, guys. Get those hashtags in. Hurry up. We're going to draw soon, very soon, like in 2 minutes or a minute.
Well,
Concentrate. THC.
I am going to bed, and yeah, I'm so flipping cold now and tired.
It's 58 degrees here.
That's freezing.
Oh,
I had the blankies on me on the couch out here,
Oh.
and it was nice and toasty.
I gossip for Kendra.
Well, you
Silverheart
better
has
hurry on
gossip for
in.
Kendra.
Kendra, I broke my little toe yesterday.
Ooh,
How'd you do
that's
that?
bad.
The door was like part open, and I hit my toe into it, and it sliced the front of it, and I broke my toe. It's black and blue all the way onto the top of my foot.
Ooh,
Dang.
those hurt.
Dang.
So I've got it taped to my second toe.
Wow.
It hurts. It's
Yeah,
hard to walk.
I've done that. Those are like the worst.
It's
You
weird.
know,
You
I'll
got to
tell
walk
you,
like on your big toe.
when you mess with your toes or your fingers in a certain way, you don't realize, you think it's no big deal, but then you start realizing what that actual finger or toe means to the rest of your, hand, man. My middle finger, all I did was I had a carton of milk in like a grocery bag, a plastic grocery bag, and I put it over my shoulder, but it ended up hanging from my middle finger. And ever since, and it's been like 8 months now, it's literally like it swells up. It's crazy. And the other day I banged it against the steering wheel and it cracked. I can't crack my knuckle, and my knuckle cracked, and I literally like saw stars. But then it went away. Like I didn't feel it. Oh my God, maybe I needed that. But nope, the next day it was back again. But yeah, like you don't realize. And remember I had that issue with my thumb?
Yeah.
And you get one of those fingers and you don't realize like how much you really use it.
Using
Same thing with your toe. You think
You don't
pinky toe,
realize
right?
how much you use any of your parts until your parts are broken.
Yeah, it's
Then
crazy.
you're like, uh-oh, I needed that.
And then you always hit them. Whenever you always bump it.
Yep.
And it's like, oh. And it's just insane. But your pinky toe and your big toe are used for balance.
Yep. All right, we got 109 entries. I'm hitting Joe. Are you ready?
Oh my God, it hurts.
1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's see who it is. Oh my God. Okie, Sunny, Kim, Jennifer, Luciana. Oh my God. It goes so fast. Ray Tola, Dreamweaver, Nikki, Bud Light, Carolina, Linda Lou. Congratulations, Linda Lou.
Congratulations.
I saw the comment. I did not see the news or the case that's going to be dropping by Candace. I have not been
Candace
on top of that. I enjoy listening to her rants because she's got good ones.
Candace who? What are you talking about?
If you know, you know.
Well, you gotta tell me. What are you talking about? Linda, congratulations. Please email me your shipping address information and your real name.
All
Your
right,
YouTube
guys.
name.
Good night. God bless. Prayers to
Good
everybody. Make
night.
sure you go check out the new video we dropped today. And we dropped one Tuesday and Monday as well. Make sure you check them out. And then I'll see you guys
Tomorrow
on
night, get swamped. 8
tomorrow
o'clock.
night, 8 o'clock. And we will be there. So you better be there.
Night
All right.
night.
See y'all.
8 p.m.
Love
guys.
ya.
Good night, Robbie.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Yes. Thank you, Bonnie. Email me with your yep. Thank you very much, Bonnie.
She's been in
Cool.
talks for over a year with someone in jail.
Who?
Who's been in jail for over a year? Because
Oh
even
my
Diddy
goodness.
hasn't been in jail a year.
I don't know. Who?
Who's big that's in jail? I'm trying to think now. Your mind goes blank when you have to think.
Candace. Oh, Candace Owen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's what I said. Who's Candace? Who are you talking about? He's dropping a
She says
massive
she's
case.
dropping a massive case, but she hasn't said yet who, just somebody she's been talking with for over a year in jail. And I'm like, I don't know who's been in jail for over a year that
And it wouldn't be that shooter, the insurance guy
No,
shooter.
Luigi just got there. Diddy hasn't been there a year yet.
Harvey Weinstein. Who's been in there
Thought
over
he
a
was
year?
dying.
Yeah, who's
Wasn't he
been
on
in
his
there over a year?
deathbed?
The Epstein list releases tomorrow. Well, today technically. Really?
Yeah, I don't know about believing that or not. How many times have they said that and it's the same fake thing? They put
Yeah.
people on there that were like 12, that were too young to have even been able to be there. People on there have like been a bunch of nobodies. Like I never
that's
believe
true.
it's
Candace Owens is a word I won't say here. So we don't like Candace Owens. That's what I love about not being political in here, because I think, whatever side you're on, at least in here, we kind of all agree to exist. You know what I mean?
the thing with Candace is she does get a lot of factual information, but she does try to go to the source as best as possible. There's been a ton
Really,
of
though.
topics that she has just off of her own opinions done, and you're like, okay, you better stop, lady, because you're just off your rocker now. So, but she lately has gone after, I don't know, maybe she's realized she gets better audience viewing by going after the general consensus of we all hate these people as a whole, like Harvey Weinstein or Blake Lively.
Oh my gosh.
She
So she's
hates
probably
Blake.
going to be on top of that.
She fucking hates Blake. Everybody does. The girl who just died that was on the show with her didn't like
Uh-huh.
her either. And everybody's pissed because Blake put out this Instagram post about, oh my God, I loved her so much, blah, 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 blah. And everybody's like, bullshit. You were never a friend to her and she hated your guts. Like, stop
I
it.
heard she's suing a whole bunch of YouTubers
Oh,
or
she's
content creators.
yeah, content creators. They both, her and her husband, have constantly been going up against people talking about them. But those videos have all been able to go back up and the people come back talking about it.
Yeah.
So it's not working. They may get temporarily taken down while it gets investigated, but they're not saying anything that's not out there in the public. And every piece of information on this case is out there to read. And there's upwards of 700 pages of it now.
Yeah, well, that's just it. First of all, it's public record, right? Whatever's filed with this stuff, with this case and stuff. And then you got them, they're celebrities. Both of them are celebrities. They're all celebrities in it, Then you have the PR firms that are in it. And it's like, first off, if you're a public figure or you're a celebrity and you want to be in that place, in that position, then you better be prepared to get talked about. And if you do some bad shit, then you better be prepared for it to, if it comes out, it comes out. You know what I mean?
And what's
I don't know what
unfortunate
to tell you.
is, like, I never thought much about her as an actress one way or another. I just didn't care about her. Ryan
Right.
Reynolds, I enjoyed. I thought he was funny, and he's in
I
tons of
do too.
movies.
I
And
enjoyed Ryan Reynolds. Kind of disappointing.
yeah, and it bothers me. It bums me out to go, damn it, you're not such a great guy. In fact, I heard so David Spade and Dana Carvey have a podcast together,
Uh-huh. Oh
and
my God.
SNL just had their 50-year show. They did a whole big to do. Dana
Yeah.
Carvey got sick. He couldn't make it. He got ill that day, but David Spade was able to be there. So they were talking about it, and Dana Carvey said how he had texted with Lorne Michaels, the creator of SNL, and that Lorne was pretty stuck on being pissed off at Ryan Reynolds because there was a moment where they would interact with the audience, and the audience would be celebrities. And
Right.
Ryan Reynolds was one of them. And he apparently rewrote the line he was supposed to say and didn't say what he was supposed to say. And everybody was all kind of upset about it. And you can even see his wife, Blake, sitting next to him, her shocked reaction of, oh my God, what are you doing?
Right.
You can see it all on her face. So I don't know what it was supposed to be, but he strayed and did his own thing. And that is a major part of this whole case is him rewriting stuff that he has no business rewriting. It's not his allowance to do so, and he goes ahead and does it anyways.
And he did it on
So
SNL just recently.
right, so everybody's like, here he goes, there's more proof, like, so
So Ryan's an egomaniac, thinking he could do whatever the hell he wants. How many germs are out there in this world? Like, really? Thinking he could spin things and take the narrative. Well, what did he say? How bad was it?
no, it wasn't. Well, I don't know what he was supposed to say, but it wasn't bad. But it was Tina Fey. She was up there with what's her name? The other one she's always with, the blonde.
Right. Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
those two. So they're
Uh-huh.
doing their kind of witty bits back and forth, and I forget what they said to him, but when he stood up, it was something like, "What have you been up to?" And he's like, "Why? What have you heard?" And everybody kind of laughed. But everybody zoomed in on all the famous people around them who were not laughing, not smiling, giving disgusted looks. And there were people like, of high up stature in the celebrity world who are looking very upset. One girl was rolling her eyes, like, and you see Blake smiling at first, and then she just whips her head at him and she looks like, oh my God, like that's not what he was supposed to say, I guess. So,
Right.
and she was very nervous after that. I think that they're perfect for each other, honestly.
Right.
By the things that have been accused of her and him, they seem to be, they found their perfect match. But I also have the feeling that however this may go in the next, because these cases are going to take years, we're going to see them split. And then one of them will throw the other one under the bus.
I'm guessing she'll throw him under the bus.
And
He did it.
yeah.
He may be it.
Yeah, I mean, that's my opinion, 2 cents about the famous people.
Epstein 1 released today.
I don't really care about that list so much because, like, give me a break. Nothing's going to happen to anybody with that.
Yeah.
So it's like a big dud. But
They've talked about it so much, and no one's going to believe that. Like, people already think that the list has been out.
right. It's like,
Yeah.
So, but more with like our government, the MLK and JFK files might be interesting.
True. Very true.
And what we've already learned about MLK, I'm like, well, here we go with more disappointment.
Right.
You're like, geez. So there's something about men who get into power and money or think they're in a position of power and they get a little bit of money, this think they can do whatever and their shit don't stink. Seems to be pattern that's coming out now in the news and in Hollywood and in everywhere.
Right? That's right. The Oscars are coming on Sunday. It's a good
Oh, on
time.
Sunday. Conan is the host.
Conan O'Brien?
Yeah. I think he's been picked very specifically to stay in like line with let's not teeter on the brink of anything vicious or anything real stressful.
Oh
Let's just
man, based on the fact that these Epstein thing, I wish Ricky Gervais was on it. That would have been great.
yeah, that's why I'm thinking no, they picked him to be straight laced all the way, not touch on any of it. Although I do think that they're probably editing quickly the in memoriam to add Gene Hackman. I bet you they add him in.
Oh yeah. 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 That's so sad. I just can't believe he's 95. I mean, I get it. It's been a long time. It's just so weird. Like, oh my God, it's like he's that old. I mean, just a lot of the stuff that we've seen him in is so a lot
Old.
older. And how old was he when we saw him in it? You know what I mean? We don't realize.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, wow.
Clint Eastwood gave a really nice tribute to him and talking about what a great guy he was. And he basically, Clint Eastwood said he was a stand-up guy. And Clint was
Yeah.
really sad about it. And I was sitting there going, how old are you, Clint? Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, he's old.
He
He's
made-
up there.
He's 90, 91, something like that.
Yeah.
Like
I would just watch the story about him, about this young girl who had cancer, and her family found out that the treatment that she was getting, it wasn't getting better. She needed more treatment, but found out that her insurance company wasn't going to pay for it any longer. And then she heard her parents talking about it, and they were like devastated. They didn't know what they were going to do. And she painted and stuff, and so she like brought out all these canvases, and she went on the street where there's a whole bunch of stuff being sold, vendors and stuff. And she went out there and she started selling her paintings to get money for her her treatments. And she got very discouraged because not a lot of people looked at her paintings. Some people did. They'd hear her story and they'd be like, oh, and they'd be nice, but they wouldn't buy paintings. So she sold one or two or three or four. And then there was a girl, I think she was a reporter or something. And she was talking to her and told her story. And I believe she bought a painting. But what she did was she wrote an article in a paper about her. And Clint Eastwood saw it. And Clint Eastwood went there and would look at, and he acted like Clint Eastwood would, in one of his movies, and she recognized him after he offered to buy her painting, and he was asking about a painting, and it had sunset. It looked like there was a cowboy there or something. It was very specific about this one painting that he wanted, but he knew the story, and she asked him how much it would be, and I think she said $200 or whatever, and he says, okay. And he wrote her a check, and that check had thousands of dollars on it. And it was because he knew who she was. He purposely went there to buy one of her paintings for that amount of money. And I thought that was amazing. So she was able to get treatment from that. So I thought that was really cool. I love when celebrities do things like that. They don't use their celebrity persona. They just go and they do. They pay it forward in those ways. I love when they do things like that and don't even question, don't even I don't need no paparazzi here over this, that they're real philanthropists, and they don't even say it. And it was her story that came out that was him, and he did that, not him. There's no PR team covering it where it came out that way. It was her telling her story,
Yeah.
Real philanthropists don't have to brag about what they do.
Right. I saw in the chat something about Megan Boswell, and she got a life sentence. And yeah, that's perfectly fine to be found guilty of first-degree murder and the death of your own 15-month-old child, because you killed her and then shoved her in a garbage can and hid her on your father's property.
Oh my God.
And acted like she never existed.
Wow.
And when you see the picture of the child, oh my God, you gonna just put the woman in the electric chair.
So she killed a child who was 15 months old. Nobody ever questioned it or nothing.
Well, no, I mean, she was found guilty of a lot of other charges because there was child abuse, neglect. She tampered with evidence. Then because she kept moving the body around, putting it in the garbage can, putting it on her father's property. She tried to hide it in a playhouse or something. I don't remember exactly. It was then messing with a corpse. Like, then she made fake police reports. The
You know,
jury
Sherry,
took no time to give her life in prison. She's only 23, so she's not going to even be eligible for parole for like 50 years or something.
her father questioned where the baby was. Okay. Why does
Yeah.
this remind me of Casey Anthony?
Well, there's similarity there is why. It happened in Tennessee.
Man, when that story came out,
And when like her first whole thing came out, her story changed from the get-go constantly. But it's that whole the mom goes on acting like life is just fine and continue living normally like the child never existed and isn't fucking missing. And that's what Casey Anthony did. So
I just don't understand. First of all, I mean, how could you even do that? But like, how do you have a 15-month-old child and then walk around like she didn't, she didn't exist? Was there a whole big like my missing child thing with help find my missing daughter, that kind of stuff?
oh
Too?
yeah, it made the news, Amber Alerts, the whole thing.
Okay.
So
So basically the same thing.
similar, yeah.
Was she out partying and stuff like that too? Is that what?
I don't know if she was partying, but I just hate her because that's
I don't blame you.
disgusting. Because you can choose to not be the mom and have other people in your family help out. If you're struggling with that, like
Right.
there's things and places you can go to. And for goodness sakes, there's at many firehouses, the baby boxes where no questions asked, nobody will be in trouble of any kind. You put that newborn baby you did not want and want to keep secret in that box for somebody to love and raise as their child. And that is perfectly acceptable to do. I'm all for that, If that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. Instead of shoving them in garbages
Yeah.
that I can't just no. There's plenty of people who want to love on that child and raise them and love them and treat them right. We don't need to be putting anybody in a fucking garbage.
Oh my gosh. There was also a TikTok. There was a girl who was a surrogate for a family, and they all thought that there was going to be a baby girl. Like this couple wanted a baby girl, like very specific girl. And somehow, like, they thought it was a girl the whole time, but when the baby was born, it was a boy. And
Yeah. They didn't want it.
yeah, they didn't want it. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
This is your child.
Yeah, it's still your DNA.
Yeah. And
Like-
so, like, the woman who gave up, she was literally like handing this baby out. It was their baby, right? She ended up taking the baby.
Yeah.
And she says, this child unexpectedly changed my life for the better. She adopted him, it's hers, and she gave birth to him and everything. But still, how do you do that? You wanted a child, like, if you think I really hope that family, and I mean, maybe I shouldn't say this, but to me, I don't think they deserve to have a child after doing that.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
I know. I'm like, that's how particular you are about it. Like, ooh,
Yeah.
that's scary.
Yeah. So I'm like, wow, man, kudos to that lady,
I mean,
and
I'm
here
that
she
way
is
about
doing giving this gift of being able to, help you have the child that you wanted, but still, dang. What were you gonna do? Did they know all along if, like, in the sonogram that came up that it was a boy, you were gonna dump her from the get go? You know what I mean? Like, leave her stranded, going to have your baby for the next couple of months, but instead, whatever happened, and at the
Well,
birth, you
because
say
you
no?
can do because you can do testing fairly early to
Yeah,
determine the sex. And even
yeah,
though it's unnecessary and all of that, it's still within the legal abortion time in many states that still have abortion. And that
right,
was their plan.
right.
And I'm just like, wow. Wow.
That's crazy. Then I don't believe that they should. That child was meant to be and meant to be with the mother that is with at this point. You know what I mean? And I really
Right.
don't think that those
And you
people
never
should
know. Your children
have a
come
child.
in varied in different ways and at different
Yeah.
times. And I just, yeah, I mean, I'm that way with animals. I'm picky. I want a
Yes,
boy
Nikki.
or I want a girl, and it's an animal. And
Right.
then, I've gone and I've looked and I've been like, okay, fine, I love it, but I wanted a boy, but it's a girl, and I take it.
Yeah.
Like
If
and
I
I'm that
can,
way with an animal. I mean, let alone a human child. I can't even.
yeah, I'm not going to be live tomorrow, guys. But if I could get that uploaded tomorrow, I'll do something before Robbie goes on, and then I'll be back on Saturday. But yeah, they were just asking if I was going to be able to, if they'll see the video and get it uploaded. Well, I'll definitely show you guys, no problem. Anyway, guys, it's 1:30. Tori, you're so quiet. Are you there?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just working on stuff with my computer.
oh, that's right. She got a new computer. She's all excited about it. Lisa had to laugh on Germ's allegations that you were spreading misinformation about his infidelity when his own son said he was told there was an illegitimate child out there. What an Mac. Yeah. He actually said that I was spreading misinformation. No, his son did. His son said that, and his son
His
said
son
that
said he believes that
like,
he has a sister.
yeah,
Yep, he said he thinks he has a sister out there.
yeah. So that was his son. That was not me. And yeah, so yeah, he can say whatever he wants. He can lie in the course. He can lie and say anything. I can pull up every video and I will play the whole damn thing. So whatever clip he thinks he's got, I'll make sure the whole thing is heard. Play with me, Germ. I gotcha. Can you upload as a full YouTube video, then just link to the other YouTube video? Sure. I can put them together. I just have to get the files, Stacy. Give less time for Jeremy to come up with an excuse, right? Well, we already know what his excuse is going to be. He's going to say it's his property, and the fact is it's not. So, and the proof is that it's not his. So,
When is he going to get this proof that he doesn't seem to have, that everybody else does?
he can't get it. He tried to get it with the survey, and he was told. He's been told several times, and he just chooses to ignore it, that it's not his property. For some reason, he thinks it's his. And he talks about encroachments, and it's not even on that part. It's north. So I guess you have to see, like, Travis trying to say anything about that is bullshit. And Travis knows that it's their property. He's just going alongside with Jerem. And there was also a Facebook post trying to point out, like, the markers and this with arrows and everything. I'm like, these people are morons. It is Brian and Tina's property. The markers are there. They've been there since like years and years ago.
All those markers and lines in the photos don't mean anything when it's not his property. It's somebody else's.
Exactly.
It has to be the one that's built, that's buried in concrete with the metal post in it that states that is the official property line.
Yep, and it does.
Official property marker.
And it does.
1, 2, 3. I have 6 of them on my property.
Yeah.
When you own so much property, why does a couple feet even matter?
Because he's an asshole.
Principle.
Because, like, I mean, if I had all these acres, I would, like, I'm not going to care about this 6 feet. Like,
yeah. He's just an asshole. He wants to be able to have look, one of the biggest things he had said to even to Robbie is start a fight with your neighbors. He told him that. It's content, and Robbie's just not like that. But that's what he's done, and I think he did that on purpose because he didn't get the server on that side of the property, and the reason why is because that's what he thinks, and he tries. I don't know if it's because of the memorial or what, but he literally thinks that he owns that property or thought he did or whatever, even though he's been told it numerous times that it's not by different people, by the surveyor. You cannot change Tina and Brian's property. It's their property. And then what happened was with all this, removal of these memorials, they literally went and they found it. They found the original markers, and it's their property. And that's the evidence. That's the proof that they need that it's their property. There's nothing in court. There's no civil matter about the property. The thing is, it's their property. The evidence.
They need to go to court,
property.
unfortunately, against him about these property lines.
Well, they're not going to. Basically, I believe they're pressing charges against him for theft, defecating a memorial, and did I say defecating?
Yeah, I don't even know the word.
Yes, you did.
I didn't mean defecating.
Defacing.
Yes. And it's defacing. They also removed the trespassing signs, or sign that was there. So that's what's going on. There's no civil anything. Basically, what I feel should and very well could happen is Jerm gets in trouble for this, and in court he's going to have to try and use it as his defense that it's his property, and he's not going to be able to prove it.
I mean,
that's the only defense he'd have. But he's done it 4 times. He's known. No, I know the word. I just said the wrong word. But that's what he's gonna use. He's already using it. That's already been said. So he's already trying that. But the thing is that the proof is right there. He's been trying to say this bullshit for years, and it's evident. There's evidence. It's theirs. It's not a matter of the civil court right now. It's a matter of criminal court because he's done it 4 times, and he keeps doing it. And it's not his property. He's been told there's evidence that it's not his property. So let him, get arrested or whatever it may be and fight it in court. And then his proof is going to have to be he'll have to get a survey done. And they're going to tell him the same shit that they told him before. You cannot change their property. It's not your property. All the other, look, there's a history of that town there. Her family, her father, did a lot for the people as neighbors around him and stuff. And there's a history there. And they all know the story. They all know the whole thing. But Jerm doesn't want to hear it, doesn't want to hear it from the surveyors. He doesn't want to hear anything. He thinks it's his property. And it's like, dude, why would you think that? What's making you freaking think that? Are you out of your mind? He just wants to think it. And what he thinks is the way it's got to be. We see that with his court stuff. We see that with all his content. We see that with everything he's done with Michelle and John. It's whatever he says, he 100% believes in it. He's lied so much. He's one of those guys that believes his own lies. And yeah. So he can't argue it's my property. No, you've been told. There's been proof. It's evident. I'm sorry. This time, look, there's a lot more stuff that's going to be going down with it. So he's going to be quite shocked. If I was him, I'd get in my car and go to Ohio. But, I'd be running. And then George is next. So, whatever. It's going to be, it is what it is. Whatever happens, happens, But don't think people aren't working behind the scenes for, to bring justice to Otter Creek, because they are. It's sad what's going on. It's sad that he's even done that to the family.
I think that's all some ancient Indian burial ground. It's all fucking haunted out there, causing all this chaos.
Yes, we do, Kimberly. We have that too. He did a video saying that they would always be able to have that there on the property. thinking it was his property, he told Mimi's family that they'll always be able to have that on the property. And what's even sicker is a family member works with him. So he did it to one of his employees' family members. That's what's sick. Yes. It's Frankie's memorial. It's Mimi's brother and Kim's son. So that to me is what's even worse. He actually works with one of the family members. It's her nephew. So, he's just made up so many lies. Like he tried to say the biker people said shit. Excuse me, I'm hiccuping, which they never did. And it's just a bunch of crap. And he's literally just trying to use it for content, making up shit as he goes. I mean, just the fact that they filed the stuff against me, the shit he said in it. Oh, this guy's an idiot. Dude, you started this crap. You've been called out. You hate me because I called you out. And every day you put out a video, I come back and critique it and comment on it. And I tell everybody that what I believe or my opinions are on it. And, he can't handle it. He puts a video out every day. He mocks somebody in his video, even if it's a storage video. Okay? He's still mocking people in it. He's still saying shit. But,
I don't
this week,
like all of the making fun of or mocking or being mean at other people to get
Mhm.
my own content.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Like, that's just mean. It's just
Yeah.
like, that's all you got? Like, that's horrible.
Yeah. But, he's got to do content. He's trying to claim that they interfered with his business with whatnot.
Fucking everybody
all his
interferes with all
businesses,
the
right?
businesses, apparently.
Well, that Michelle and John interfered with his business with whatnot. Okay. Meanwhile, it didn't say whatnot at the time. It was just an interference with
Started that.
business.
He's hated them for 3 years before that. Claiming claims of stuff.
Yeah, March. He filed the lawsuit in March of 2024, right?
Ugh.
I found out about this whole thing beginning in August of 2024. So that's 8 months later. Why the hell are you trying to question me or depo me in this case when I don't know about it? I'm not a witness to anything that's gone on. Same with Robbie. He's just trying to depo and involve the people that he don't like. You know what I mean? But
So they'll do what? Shut up or something?
Well, he's definitely this whole new case is a total anti-slap thing. He's trying to shut people up so that they stop criticizing him.
Right. But if they have to bother to go through being deposition lawyering or whatever, they ain't gonna bother now. That's sort of a way to keep them pissed off talking.
Yeah.
So
that's what he does. But it creates content. That's what he's really smart. He knows drama sells. So he's trying to create that drama and keep it going. The problem is he's done it for 2 years. It's enough already.
The problem is it's not that interesting anymore because it's the same old thing, and it's not.
It is absolutely the same. I mean, shit. I'm sitting here repeating myself over and over again half the time because it brings the same shit up. Or there's new people or people ask that don't know, and so it's like we go over the same thing all the time, and it's just like, oh my god. And I keep saying, Kendra, where the hell is Kendra? I want to start talking about this Karen Reed shit. I'm waiting on Kendra. Kendra knows about this shit. Kendra wants this shit.
There ain't 4 hours of talking about her to do every fucking day, though. Like
well, no, we don't have to be doing that. But,
we somehow managed to talk for hours and hours about absolutely nothing once upon a time.
Right?
People listen to our shit.
Throw some crystals in there,
Hurricane parties.
Yeah. And then we still have that. Last night, was it last night? Yeah. No, it was Tuesday night. What were we doing? It was so minimal germ. It was so nice. We were just talking. I don't even know. What the hell were we talking about, Tori? I don't know, but a lot of people said it was nice too. Stuff. Yeah.
God.
Just stuff. So Kendra, you got to come back so we can keep going with these other cases. At least on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Reminds me of Seinfeld. He's backing himself in a corner with his lies every day. Well, that's true. That's true, Sandy. But now he's involved all of us in his bullshit, and on a personal level, where we're just commenting on what he's doing. And we're critiquing it. We're critiquing his videos, his lies, what he's doing with the case. We're critiquing it, just like Tug and Megan are doing, right? Except they're defaming people along with Germ. They've taken. Megan is actually acting like Germ's PR person, okay, and she's failing miserably. But look, it doesn't matter. Look, the whole thing is what this court is. It's all going to be about the judge. The new case is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, and I see that getting thrown out. But if not, hey, then I'll be in a lawsuit, and you know what? We'll make the best of it, and we'll see what happens. But I think it's going to be a joke. I really do. And because if we all get 10 attorneys, See, I won't bring Shockets in. There won't be no Shockets on this side of the realm. I don't play with Shockets. I play with real, legit attorneys that, back their asses up. That won't allow the smearing to take place. You know what I mean? And that's what we thought was going to go on with this case. You bring, attorneys, they talk, they do whatever, but the smearing that's gone on this, then that's exactly what Megan's done. And she's Germ, she followed Germ's lead.
Said a million times already. It's never going to change.
Yeah. It will when somebody makes them stop, and that's the point. So it's going to be what it's going to be. So I was waiting for the excuse to narcissist Germ's reason for getting of Martha, George, and best friend to Anna and her family, which means that Anna will get ill, so Martha didn't say a word on Sunday. I don't know. Those, look, money talks, and Deanna is going to, go by where the money is. That's what they do. They have no moral compass whatsoever. And again, that bitch tries to call me old. This woman looks way older than me. Way older than me. And she's like a chunky.
Who cares who's older?
And but she's trying. You don't understand. She's the one that made that song.
I mean, they all need to stop it. I don't care who's older, who's younger, who's fatter, who's thinner, who's got gray hair, who dyes their hair, who fucking doesn't. I don't care who's rich, who's poor, who's disabled, who's a veteran, who's got a coochie with a hoochie. I don't care.
It is. It's all bullshit.
It's like it's so ridiculous.
Bullshit. But yeah, so that. She thought she was funny with that. And I'm just letting her know. You look older than me, bitch. Don't even go there.
I like to dye my grays a nice tone of brown that matches my eyebrows. Just saying, in case that's illegal for anybody. Just being transparent.
You know what? It's funny because you would literally be like, I forgot again. Yeah. Well, you know what it is? I want my box. And that's what I'm waiting on. But yeah, so I'll surprise you with it. Yeah. So you would be so disappointed in just the whole like decor. She was on her own, whatnot, and haven't checked lately. But yeah, you would be like totally grossed out. She doesn't even brush her hair, dude. It's like for her to just sit there and mock anybody is a joke. She's just trying to stay relevant. And that song does not make you relevant, my dear. So, wow, it is 59 degrees here. It's cold.
Okay, Robbie.
No, it really got cold, like out of nowhere. It just all of a sudden, like there's like a coldness in here.
Oh, but you know what happened to me?
What?
So my arm was kind of not working right, so I couldn't lift it above my head. And so Gary had to help me when I was dyeing my hair. And he missed the spot right in the front. And I kept trying to tell him
And so then it's like all done. And I'm like, oh my God, there's a patch right there. Like, I can't redo just that little patch.
Oh no.
Ah, I know. So now every day I have to use that stupid little brushy thing and put like eyeshadow on it. This is stressful life, people.
You can just
Right?
put brush hair dye on it instead.
I'm not going to mix up a whole batch for that.
Oh.
Because like you got to do a whole thing for that.
Huh.
It gives me agita. I feel like
It's
I'm
all
that
right. Just wait for the
lady in
next time.
Poltergeist with
You
the great
don't have to do
stripe.
it. You won't have to do it for that long because you'll have to redo the whole thing again.
No, I don't have to do it that often, honestly.
Really? I
Yeah.
do. I do.
I mean, I have a lot of it everywhere, unfortunately, but it takes a bit to show.
Dang.
But I don't wash my hair every day so that
Yeah, neither do I.
it lasts longer.
I did mine yesterday.
Yeah, I did mine like 4 days ago. But before that, it had been Christmas
Right.
because I've just been unable to.
Question for someone who is sue happy. Why did Jerem not sue Guapo when he called Jerem a pedo during their fight? That's defamation, right? Sure is. Well, actually, I want to be more specific. I can't actually think of the verbiage, but Richard Lumen actually discussed that about being in the same state. I'm like, that's why he didn't sue Guapo. If you're suing in a federal case like Jeremy is suing all of us right now, the reason why he didn't add Guapo to this case to put everybody all in one lump thing, or one of the reasons why, let's say, is because you can't put him in a federal case if you're both in the same state. And Jeremy, even though he claims he's a resident of Florida, is a resident of Ohio. And I believe his license probably says he's a resident of Ohio. So he would have to sue him in a state court. And that's one reason. The other reason is I think he's scared shit of Guapo, honestly. So, I mean, he could sue Guapo. They can go to the first day of court, and Guapo can have an arrest warrant waiting for him for assault. So,
Right. That's a good point, Momo.
yeah.
Mo.
Yeah. It's defamation if it's not true. Yep. Yippers. So, anyhow, guys, it is coming up on 2:00. I will, like I said, I would not be on unless there's news. I might upload a video. If I get those videos, I might upload them. But Robbie's going on tomorrow at 8. So, Tori, you're not going to go on tomorrow, right?
Nope.
Yeah. So, Tori will be back on Saturday.
Nope.
Nope.
No?
Nope. Nope.
Yeah. Why?
Because I'm redoing this whole area down here.
She's
I'm
taking
gonna
a
be
break
setting up
from
my entire
everything to
street
get her.
area. I may not be back on until Monday.
Oh.
What a nice break.
Wow. She's going to have fun. All right. Well, I'll be here Saturday night. You'll come on with me, Tori, right?
It depends what I'm in the middle of doing. If I don't have a
She
computer
might
set
be
up,
too
no.
busy.
Well, it depends if I get my computer set up or not. Because I'm shutting down everything. After Robbie's tomorrow, I'm shutting everything down.
Yeah, she's gonna be busy.
And so I don't know.
Oh my God, you mean I might be here alone on Saturday?
Oh my God.
I'll get squat pump.
Oh my God.
It'll be fun. Not that it's fun any other night, but she's kind of crazy fun. It'll be a crazy night. Anyway, well, I'll be here, guys. Maybe Gabe will do it if nobody else can, because Kendra probably won't, right? We need to try and see to get what?
I'm gonna read some of these ghosty spirits and send them back to where they came from.
Anyway, I'm gonna have to bring Gabe on. Yeah, he'll come on.
There's a lot of ghosts in here.
I'm telling you that you had a spirit box thingy happening before. I don't know what the hell it was, but yeah, it was definitely somebody trying to talk. No doubt. You got to go back and listen.
Dude, my whole phone was like flipping the fuck out. Like it was making a noise it can't possibly ever make. Like it was
Right?
weird. It weirded out everybody in the house. They're like, what the fuck is the phone doing? I'm like, I don't know.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you to our mods. Look. I see her. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe, Bonnie, everybody. Prayers for everybody who needs them, and hope to see you on Get Swamped tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow afternoon, like I said, news or whatever. But otherwise, I will see you on Saturday, hopefully with Tori or Kendra. And hopefully we get Kendra to come back on Tuesday.
Thank you,
That's
Christine, for the hair advice.
yes. All right, guys. Everybody say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Have a great evening, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.
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 You guys. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
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 Ta-ta.
Bye.
Toodaloo.